villain or somebody to be pitied, and that's really what does it. Same as me. I was so scared to look at myself, y'all. Welcome in, everybody. We're live everywhere. We got a little better angle today. Y'all don't know what TikTok just went through with me. Trying to set up this camera. It's actually pretty good. Y'all are up a little bit higher than I want you to be, but I'm going to do the best I can until I find a piece of equipment I need. That Korean makeup, did you say Korean cushion? The Korean cushion makeup doesn't come in a shade dark enough for me. At least not the main one. I looked it up. None of the shades are dark enough for my skin tone. They're real pretty though. I love the finish. But you got to consider like where it comes from. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm wearing my gray loungewear, and I think I'm gonna do welcome in everybody. I'm sorry I'm late getting on. Took me a minute to try to get this camera at a little better angle. It's still kind of different. I need to get y'all, I've got two cameras. I need to get them beside each other, but I'm not giving up, and I'm not going to let it stop me. Yesterday, I didn't let it stop me, and I was grateful. Today, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'll get the piece in a few days, and then it'll be a much better angle for everyone. But I love y'all. Welcome in. We're going to do Plain in Makeup by Yolando. I've got this, I was gifted by one of my viewers a few months ago, this Artistry Unleashed palette. And it is so pretty because it's got this gray in it. I kind of want to do maybe like a gray and soft pink and then a pink lip because I've got on this gray loungewear. And then I'm going to take my pup to the park. So I'm thinking like a really soft gray, and a really soft pink, and a pink lip. Just something real pretty, and a pink cheek. That's what I think we're going to do today. Welcome in, everybody. I love y'all. Everybody come in, share the live 5 times if you can. My nails are just beautiful fuchsia, and I've been meaning to, maybe I will find a way to wear this. I could probably incorporate this pink lipstick that I wanted to wear yesterday because there's nothing like your nails and your lippy matching. I love that more than anything. I love that. Who's that actress that she was the first Chinese actress. I can't remember her name back in the 40s. And she always said, just let your nails and your nails should always match your lip. I'm going to do it. Everybody says do it. Everybody down, we'll do it. We're going to do this pink. This is Maybelline. The color is striking. And this is the vinyl ink like we wore yesterday. No, it's not Yoko Ono. What was her name? She's a Thirst. Hey, Wanda, the first Asian Ava Anna, what is her name? She's in the 40s. She was amazing. She had this short bob and really severe bangs. I can picture her. And she always wore the matching. All the ladies of yesterday had so much to teach us. Sit down and paint your nails to match your lip ear. That's awesome. Those little details. When I went to Hollywood for Live Fest, okay, everybody says do the pink. We're doing the pink. And like a gray eye to go with my little gray loungewear. I got to get my contacts in so I can see everybody. I thank y'all. I hope we can get more people in the room. And the pink, yeah, it'll be pretty. I got to get the rest of my makeup off. I love this pink. I love it. I hope we can, everybody on Facebook, I noticed, I don't know, it saves the post. It saves the live after it's done. And then I think it looks like I'm still live. So I'm going to make a note of that. I'll be live definitely on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday from 3 to 6. That pink is excellent. Mitzi, my friend Mitzi, told me to get this because I love the Maybelline vinyl ink. It's such a pretty, pretty lippy. It doesn't wear off, and it has that, it's on. Look, did y'all see it? That's only one coat. We got something going on today. Do y'all see it? Oh my gosh. Hello Amsterdam, doesn't makeup make you happy? It always made me happy. If you don't know me, welcome in. Please come on in. Is it Ava Gardner? No, she was, what's her name? I know there's an Ava Gardner, but, what's her name? Anna Maya Wong, yes. Anna May Wong, yes. Anna Maya Wong, yes. Anna Maya Wong, she was the first Chinese actress in Hollywood, and boy, she slayed. She was on point all the time. If you love that old Hollywood glamour. I'm doing very well, everybody. We've got a whole bunch of streams going, and I'm so proud because I realized I've just got to not be afraid and just reach out. So if I can't read them all and come in coma, does this say come in box? I can't see it. And it's just been one of those days. How are y'all doing? Tell me how you are. I can't read it, but come in. What I find when I'm doing these lives is that the people that are watching in the comments create this amazing community, and it gets this narrative running, and it's always so inspiring to people who might be coming by having a bad day, because that's really why we're here. I love doing makeup and teaching makeup. I got to get this hot mess corrected. That's how I slept last night. But I love teaching makeup and storytelling at times. Thank you, Connie. And I love doing that. But the reason I love doing it, I was just talking to somebody over here, and it's like, well, I started, telling my story, and y'all know I tell my story, and it helps people when you can. It helps people, and when you get to a point where you can tell your story, you've come to a very specific level of healing. Y'all have seen me do a podcast years ago, and I do a talk show here on Fridays on TikTok, and it's like I never ask anyone to come on. I let them ask me because I know you have to come to a point of healing before you can tell your story. But when you come to that point of healing, thank you. Because when you come to that point of healing, man, if there's nothing that feels like saying, speaking your truth and have people understand it because they've been through the same, that empathy, that, oh my gosh. And then there's nothing like hearing somebody speak their truth. So I love doing it, but at the same time, I want to live my life. And I love doing makeup. I want to be a makeup artist. I want to maybe have a makeup company. And you can't always live under, you don't want to live under, I'm a burn survivor makeup artist. I'm a makeup artist. I'm not a black female makeup. I'm a makeup artist. You want to take that part of the sentence out. It's a delicate balance. It's a delicate balance. And I love being here. I hope there's no rude people that come in. Thank you, Wanda. I'm putting in my contacts, y'all. Thank you, Wanda. Wanda's probably on both streams. If y'all don't know Wanda, she is a good friend, and she's helping. She's always helping every day. And that's what I mean by creating community. Man, yeah. Okay, look, everybody doesn't know I wear these special contacts. It looks like I'm about to cheer with them. These are called scleral contacts, and I wear them because my eyes don't close all the way, so they get dry. They were already damaged in the fire. If you don't know, my whole face got replaced except my bottom lip. That wasn't the best application because I lost the liquid, but y'all get it. I was trying to make sure everybody could see it. The idea is to keep the saline in the contact. But if you don't know me, or if you maybe know a little of me but don't know my whole backstory, because something I think people don't realize is that when I came on and started doing makeup on all my platforms here, I didn't come on every day or tell my story every day or any of that. That was something that I really reserved for doing these live streams and connecting with people around the world. Otherwise, people needed to click and see what was, whatever the backstory is. But so a lot of you don't know maybe any more than I was burned, but everything was replaced except my bottom lip. That's true. That's original to my face. Thank y'all for gifts and everything. If I can't see you, it's because these eyelids have been replaced. And even when I put the contacts in, you can imagine I don't have the best vision. I'm happy not to be blind though, right? Uh-oh, hold on. That didn't work. I'm going to have to bend over to get that one in. I'm going to move back so you can see it. I feel very fortunate not to be blind, because how close do you come to blindness if your eyelids get replaced because they were burned, you know? They had to be removed and replaced. I feel so thankful to God to still be able to see. No, I just got saline all over me. I just got saline everywhere. I don't want to hear about it. It'll dry. I know how y'all are. Here, I'm going to put a bib. I'm kidding. So, okay. I do have story time pinned over here on TikTok. And hey, Juan, I'm glad to see everybody. I can see a little bit better. Y'all can watch me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and somewhere else that I can't remember. Where else am I streaming? Twitch. Can y'all imagine? Think about it for a minute. What a blessing that is, that over the years I've met people on all the platforms that follow and that connect on every platform. And now when the going got tough, I'm able to reach out. I just made a video about my teeth yesterday. People are always asking about my teeth. Colgate Optic White, y'all. Colgate Optic White and a Sonicare toothbrush. I tagged it on my platforms yesterday, on here and on Amazon, because I just realized, why are people asking and I'm not telling them? I'm gatekeeping on the teeth. The funny thing is that after I got burned, I haven't been to the dentist since I got burned, y'all. I've been too scared because for a number of reasons. It's really hard for me to see people that I used to know. Even now, doing what I do, seeing so many different people on the online, hundreds of thousands of people watch, right? Man, there is nothing like going to see somebody who used to know you and seeing the moment that they lay eyes on you and their mind starts to calculate what happened. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You can almost see the thought bubble on top of their head. There's nothing like that. And it's not like anything rude. I get it. But even when they know that you've had an accident, when they first see you, it's just like this moment. Nothing bad about it, not a complaint. It just makes me anxious. It creates this anxiety. So I haven't been to the dentist. That's the one reason. And the other reason is I can't open my mouth wide enough. I can't bite a burger. Did y'all know that? If y'all want to know what I looked like before, there's a pics pinned on there's a video pinned on TikTok and on my other platforms too. I can't even show y'all today. I'm using both my phones. I'm using every device I can to do this stream. Right now I'm cleaning my face just with a makeup wipe that's a little too dry. I washed my face, but that's never enough for me. You've really got to do a lot more. So I love to use this Dickinson's hydrating toner with rose water. This is something probably your grandmama used. You know, it's been around for definitely the 1800s. It's just so good. It helps even up your skin tone. And I wish I'd get a different angle on this camera up there. I need to get y'all on a different angle up there. But I'm afraid to touch it. Anyway, it's really good for my skin, and it gets all the makeup off, and it feels really good, and it's not expensive like a lot of the things that we run into. You can buy this anywhere, for probably under $10, and it lasts forever. It is hazel. It is original witch hazel with rose water. It's available in my TikTok shop showcase, and it's available on my Amazon. But you can literally just go to the grocery store, the wall, anywhere, and find this. Anywhere. That's what I love about it. It's very accessible. And it's just as good as anything else you can get. Oh, my doggy is howling. Lord have mercy. I have an emotional support pup named Grady, and he is an angel, but he's a little bit spoiled. I'm gonna try to change. Y'all don't get nervous. Oh, okay, get nervous. I promised y'all it would be okay, and then it was a story. I promised the other camera. Okay, that was a lesson on leaving well enough alone. I am so sorry. I'm actually a professional. I went to Hollywood for my live streaming. The puppy dog might come in at the end of the stream. If you go to my page, you will see him. I can't show you, I can't even show you a picture. I'm literally using both my phones, you know? This is the last day we deal with this phone this way. Everybody watching over here, where are you watching from? You know what I noticed? On the other stream, there's a lot less ugliness. Why is that? Everybody over here is just watching. They're being patient while I try to figure out how to do my phone because I decided not to let fear control me and prevent me from doing this yesterday. And I didn't, I was hesitant to do it today. Hey, Jamaica, I was hesitant to do it today, but I can't let it get in my way because there was this time that I hid in the house because I didn't want to be seen. And I just can't let it stop me. So as imperfect as it is, I don't know if this is going to work. As imperfect as my setup is because I need a different piece of equipment. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all made my day yesterday. Everybody on both streams. I was so down. Y'all know I always come out so positive, but I was so down because there's a lot going on, and I try to do this like as a business. I try to reach people. Hey, Chicago, Illinois. And I try to reach people. Thank you, Mitzi. I just need that peace because it's disastrous at this moment. I'm trying to do something a little different. If I put everybody on this stream over to the side, it would work, but I don't want that. They were so kind yesterday and sweet, and I want them to have a good view too. So I'm gonna do my thing. If y'all fall over, just pray with me. I'm not gonna let it stop me. Don't ever let it stop you. When I went out for the first time after I'd been burned, and I'd gotten burned months before, maybe like 8 months before. And I went out and, I was happy that day, but in a wheelchair and had my face hadn't healed this much yet. This is a lot of healing, this is years of healing. And so nobody was being mean. Okay, I got to fix my eyebrow. Anybody watching who just got shocked? My eyebrows are glued on. They are eyebrow wigs. And I'm going to fix it because it's wonky. I'm going to put some new glue on it. But when the people stared at me, it changed my life, y'all. Thank you, Sandra. It changed my life because I'd never been stared at that way. It was the first time I'd been out after being burned. I'd been in the hospital 6 months, and it was my first time out. And I just didn't realize what it was to be stared at. I didn't realize that it was going to happen. I don't know why I didn't realize it, but I didn't. And I just couldn't go back out. And so makeup helped me through that. The makeup that I'd always loved wearing saved me, really. Thank you. I've been wearing makeup all my life and playing with it since I was a little girl. I think it's always had a very special meaning to me, and that's why I call this makeup therapy. I'm just using some random lash glue right now, but normally I put these on with prosthetic glue. If you put it on with this type of glue, you cannot wear it for an extended period. You need to take it off or it can break down your skin. This darkness that you see right here is where I had tried to get my brows tattooed after being burned because I don't have any at all. And I tried to get tattoos and they wouldn't work in these grafts. They just faded out. So eyebrow wigs have been my salvation. They're called lashy brows. I don't have any links to those, but I don't sell them, but I wear them. Lashybrows.com. Right here, we're just going to have to cover it with makeup or adjust the brow because it shows, you know, like right there. So yeah, you know, when I was little, I was an only child being raised by my grandparents. My parents were not in the picture. My grandma raised me from birth. And we lived way out in the country in North Carolina. And yeah, the first time out is rough. Somebody just said they remember the first time out and it was rough. It was definitely rough. And it was unexpected for me. I didn't have any warning. Nobody told me it was going to be like that, you know? I was too fresh out the gate. I hadn't had any, you know, after, I want to say I hadn't had any kind of therapy or any kind of support group or anything at this point. I'd just been in the hospital and then gotten out of the hospital. So I wasn't prepared for what was going to happen. I'd never had another burn survivor tell me that, you know, these things could happen, which is another reason I like to do this and talk about it. Even though it wasn't a positive experience, it was an experience. It happened, you know, and I lived through it. Grady, honey, it's okay. Did somebody leave you inside? You got to stay inside. We'll go to the park later. You can't be so testy. He gets real testy if he gets left. He thinks he's supposed to go everywhere. That's Grady. I think I just heard him outside. I'm like, did he open the door? Did he get a... He's so determined. I'm not sure that he didn't just open the door and let himself out. Look at that blur. I'm about to clean the screen over here. Y'all know what I'm going to do. Spit shine you. Y'all know I'm fitting to spit shine the cameras. And every time I touch a camera, something falls. I got to stop touching it. I got to give up at this point. I got to give up. I got to give up. But yeah, nobody had told me like what to expect or, you know, what it felt like. And, you know, nobody was being mean to me. And I think we have to remember when we're asking people like, oh, what happened? Oh, are you okay? We're really doing that for our curiosity, and it might really affect them. You know, for me, it was like 2.5 years of really, really badness. Really don't think, hello, I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I sure am struggling today. It's a lot harder than yesterday. I'm glad it wasn't this hard yesterday because I might have given up. Isn't that something to say to yourself? I'm glad it wasn't this hard yesterday because I might have given up. You know, that feels good. I hadn't really thought about it. I should just be grateful for yesterday. And then maybe tomorrow I'll think the same thing. Maybe I'll think, well, it could have been, the whole thing could have fallen over on me. It could have been worse. You know, I guess that's the way we got to see it. I'm going to do some skincare while I talk some more. I'm going to do my Nuova Loose Mini. If y'all don't know, if y'all have been watching me, a lot of people have been saying, oh my gosh, you're looking, um, what happened? Fix what? Oh, my vision? Oh, hey, Sandra. My vision is, it is fixed. It just won't get any better. For everybody, it's not going to get any better. It got a lot better, but it's not going to get any better than this. Oh my God, I cannot take it. If this thing falls over one more time, I'm going to flip. My goodness. Y'all would not think I went to Hollywood as a live streamer, would you? You would think I'm just a little old lady trying to figure out how to work the equipment. Ah, thank God yesterday. Oh, I just figured out to put something underneath the leg. Y'all, if you share, and please don't be upset. I'm on another stream and everybody is saying what happened, but on this stream, nobody is saying it. It's interesting. It's interesting, y'all. Is Jay Jr. there? I don't know. Is Thick Madam Canvas here? All right, friends, I'm going to leave that camera alone. It's going to be crooked. I'm going to accept it, just like I've had to accept these burns. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to make it work. Yeah, so I hope that we can like make a difference in the world where we realize that people can look different and still do things. It's like, I kind of thought, sometimes I feel like people are saying, you got a real lot of nerve to be 51 years old with burns. Thank you. And with burns and to be sitting here teaching makeup or doing makeup tutorials. But yeah, I do have a lot of nerve. I just don't know why it's different when somebody who looks different does it. This little thing is a microcurrent device with red light. If y'all don't have one, this is the anti-aging. Oh, hey, South Africa. South Africa's over there. Hey, girl. All right, y'all. Look at this bad boy. Everybody's been saying, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Because I've been using this for about 2 months, and I really do look amazing. They call it an anti-aging device. And again, it's called Nuovaluce, Nuovaluce. There's other devices like it that do microcurrent and red light. I had no idea, y'all, that they work so well. Over here, it's in the TikTok shop. Over there, I would message me about it because it's on sale in the TikTok shop. But you can get it a lot better price there than online. I didn't even know it was there. They gave it to me as a gift, and I thought, how lucky am I? I used it, and I thought, man, is that thing working? It's like tightening up my under eyes. I didn't use it for about a week, and the bags came back. And these bags are here from where they tried to, thank you, Sharat, where they tried to close my eyes. They wouldn't close. And so they did a lower eyelid lift. And after they did the lift, it left some bagginess in it. I'm glad to see you, Sandy. I know it's tough in South Africa. Everybody's been quiet. Hasn't it been a hard time? Have y'all been having a really hard time? There's no way to get rid of scars. That's why, I mean, they're scars, you know? They definitely a lot better than they were, though. Boy, are they ever better than they were. Right? I've got to leave. I'm so annoyed right now that the thing is kind of wonky, crooked. It's kind of shawonky. Thank you, Jay Jr. But if I touch it, it's just going to fall again. So I got to. This is one of those moments where you just have to accept. It's one of those moments in life that we have to learn to deal with. And I'm struggling with it because I'm a perfectionist. So it's a good thing. I'm learning. I'm still learning at 51 years old. But scars, somebody just asked if you can get rid of scars. And no, I mean, that's why they're scars. That is why they're scars. Once it gets called a scar, it's with you. They do get better in appearance. Mine all used to, my skin grafts used to have all this texture. All skin grafts do, but my face was textured like this too. And then I learned to do really good skincare. I use a lot of hyaluronic acid. I use this microcurrent device and red light therapy. And I use niacinamide. I use every skincare product I can, and I always prep my skin before makeup. I would rather go out without makeup than wear makeup without skin prep. It's so important. Thank you, Hannah and Auntie Kay. It is so important. Y'all remember also, I want to say something to y'all before I forget. We're gonna start getting a whole bunch of people in here on all the channels because the algorithms are going to start feeding. Over here, there's thousands. Over here, there's 5. Y'all definitely share and like and comment if you can because we're going to build up a whole following and we need that because it is challenging to deal with this, just to be honest. It's challenging to be under scrutiny, even if you don't have burns. It's challenging. So you got to know you're reaching as many people as possible. So y'all like and share and remember that I'll be on. Thank you. Nancy or Wanda. That's Wanda. I'm gonna call him Wanda Nancy. Um, I'll be on at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Over here, it's gonna be. I'm on every day except Wednesday, Monday, and Wednesday at 3 p.m. And y'all set your calendars because you might not get notified. A lot of social media is not cheering for you when you have a difference. They want to see a certain thing portrayed as beauty. That's a really important thing. It's not always innocent or sometimes it's really insidious. So thank you, Wanda. I'm all wonky. I'm all cattywonk right here, but it's all right. At least I figured out to put a little thing. The platform, what do you mean kindness? I'm saying all the platforms are, oh, what platform is the kindest? Facebook. Facebook is the kindest. You guys are the most community building, but the people in the room couldn't be any kinder. The problem is the trolls, and I don't think they're real sometimes. I find it hard to accept that real people come in and say those things. I think they're bots. So I think for the people in this room, everybody's just as kind, but the algorithm and the platform, it's not the people. I just don't think people can be that terrible. Do y'all? I just don't. I refuse to believe it. If I believed that, I would lose my faith. I would completely lose all my faith because some of the things people say, I would lose my faith. Younger, well, I just really think I think it's the platform. I think it's the platform. I don't think it's the people. I think that people are good, young or old, but I think that the platforms do a certain thing and stack things a certain way. Thank you. And present things in a certain manner that it changes things. They have a lot of power in the way they present things. That's what I think, you know? That's what I think. So I didn't mean it to be like all the people here are nicer than that. Yeah, people are people. Hey, Kat. Just the platforms themselves. The platforms and their practices make a difference. You know, people, well, that's everywhere though. TikTok is great. Everybody's great. I went to Live Fest for TikTok and I thought that was awesome. Do y'all know that people of TikTok voted and I won number 6 in beauty and fashion? And I thought that was the most powerful thing that could happen because the platform itself doesn't really feed into all that. Just to be honest, we're just going to, lay it down as it is. The platform itself is not terribly encouraging, but the people here came in and said, no, this is, no, this is what we're doing. Hey, Kat, thank you, Kat. Subscriptions, y'all read the screen. You're getting free subs. Y'all up here, thank you for watching. I'm going to get y'all a better angle, but I'm not today because you'll fall down again. This camera needs to be down here, but I'm just doing my best. I kind of got forced into a corner. All the guys. Thank you so much, Kat. Look at y'all are getting free subs. Read the screen. Connie, read the screen for your name. Lucinda, you're getting free subscriptions. Thank y'all so much. Sandra. Yeah, it's stressful, but yeah, I think the people are great. And you know what I love about, though, when we look at it, what I love about the different platforms, like this one, you can reach so many people around the world. And then this one is where I started. And then, I just love it. I love it. As a whole, I think that it's the best thing I can do is social media, The subs are random. You got to hang in, girl. Brittany, if you didn't get a sub just then, they're sent out randomly. Nobody can pick and give you one. So you just got to stay in the room. So yeah, all different demographics. But one thing I know is that on every platform, you guys have really supported me. Everyone. And y'all don't know when you're on the inside, like I am looking out, y'all don't know what you're battling through to even see me or your favorite creators some days, you know? Oh, I just used the roller. I just forgot to say what I was doing. Listen, this is the ordinary hyaluronic acid. The ordinary, I can't get it to see well enough for y'all. The ordinary hyaluronic acid. Thank you, Wanda. I love you. Ordinary hyaluronic acid. It's in the TikTok shop. This, oh, y'all are getting subs. Oh my gosh, there's more subs. Thank you, Kat, Nina, Christina. Look at what's happening. Deborah Gray, y'all got to read it. In the TikTok studio, y'all got to read it. So putting this on with the jade roller has helped me so much. My skin was all textured. You see all this arm right here. Kind of, I can't keep the strap on it. This is stuff y'all can't see, like in recorded video. Thank you so much, Kat. And you see how uneven that is? That's because so much flesh was lost on this side, and I can't keep a strap up. I always wear like a strapless bra. Um, and it's very textured. It's very thick. My face was the same way. Hyaluronic acid helped my face, and now I'm using it on my body. I use Dove body wash. Y'all check and y'all comment and see if you just got a subscription down here. In TikTok, you might have just gotten a free subscription for a month. So the jade roller and the hyaluronic acid just smoothed it out. Now I'm using the Dove body wash every day, and this skin is getting a lot better. There's nothing I can do to fix how uneven I am now. The fire started over here, and you can tell this took a lot of damage, and all my arms were even, and now all that tissue got lost. It's like everything just moved. And when I walk, it feels like sideways. I used a lot of collagen. Somebody just asked about collagen, and I used collagen in the beginning, but I learned that collagen, scars are made of collagen too, skin and scars. It's the building block. So sometimes collagen can make your scars worse. I'm not an esthetician. Thank y'all. Thank you for joining the team. I'm not an esthetician, so ask one or a dermatologist. But I pulled back. I stopped using collagen and replaced it with hyaluronic acid, squalene, and then these natural moisturizing factors that I'm about to put on next. All these are by the Ordinary Company, and y'all, I would use this whether I was burned or not burned for my 51-year-old skin. So these come in little sets. Up here, you can find it on my Amazon store. Thank you. And down here in the TikTok shop, this is the Balance set. I love this. I use it. I buy it. Nobody's giving me this. And the first thing is a squalene face wash. Hey, Sylvie, thank you. The second thing is the hyaluronic acid with vitamin B5. And then the last thing is natural moisturizing factors. And so I prefer that to collagen because I don't want to build anymore. The grafts are so thick. And so I work to keep them moisturized so that they won't just keep getting thicker and thicker. And I don't know what to do. If you ask somebody how to treat the skin, nobody really knows. It's kind of trial and error. So I'm hoping, what I would love more than anything is like a makeup and skincare line that helps burn survivors and just, everyone. But like have a whole different sets for survivors or for textured skin I would love to be able to do that. But I'm kind of the guinea pig for it, me and a lot of my friends that I know that have these grafts are kind of the guinea pigs because it's not out there. Wouldn't it be great? And then I want people to remember, this thing is an under eye smoother by Real Techniques. You could just Google it. Everything I just used is cold, by the way. My jade roller, it's cold. And it feels so good. Hey, Krista. It feels so good. Thank you, Sylvie. And it helps with puffiness. Everything I'm doing right now is to try to get rid of the puffiness under my eye. So if you missed it, I washed my face with squalene. I keep that in my bathroom in the shower. And then I did the Nuovolus Mini, like an anti-aging device every day, microcurrent and red light. If y'all keep watching, in about a week, these bags will be gone. I let them come back because I didn't use it for a week. And then the vitamin B5, caffeine is in this eye cream, Kapari eye cream. It has caffeine and niacinamide. Niacinamide brightens any dark circles. Caffeine takes away puffiness. And then the natural moisturizing factors, and my skin feels so smooth. You wouldn't think that these grafts could feel just as soft and beautiful as they do, but they do. I'm proud of that. It took a lot of work though. And it took me getting encouraged to do my makeup by being stared at, like I tell you about. After that day, I thought I've got to find a way. And you don't have to hide anything, but this is my thought process, whether it's right or wrong, that's what I went through. That's what I felt. That's what I did. I just started wearing makeup again because I'd thrown my makeup away. I was like, what am I going to do with some makeup? After I got home, I was like, what am I going to do? Who am I kidding? Right? That's what people, and that's why I don't want to just always like, why I don't give in when people are saying ugly things, or why I don't always explain why I'm different, in the beauty space. Um, that's part of why, I don't want to, because you don't want to be, you don't want to be defined by the burns. You don't want to let them define you. And I felt defined by them sitting in that wheelchair in that grocery store, and everybody was coming up. They're being nice. They're like, oh, can I help you? And can I help you? What does that say? Minister Tab Minister Tab just said, you've encouraged me to start taking better care of my face. I've invested in some of the products. Good. Definitely do. Take care of y'all's face. Either way, it's beautiful. I guarantee you it's already beautiful, but take care of the skin. You don't know what it's like, how important your skin is and how much it's doing for you, until you literally don't have it anymore. Just like everything else in life. You don't know what you got until it's gone. Without your skin, you get sick. You feel self-conscious. Take care of it. Take care of it. I'm putting on my wig cap because my head's a hot mess. If my hairdresser is watching, which she could be on Facebook, I'm sorry. Haven't been in for a while. Just been wearing wigs and working. We're going to wear a bob today, but I'm going to have to straighten this bad boy out. We're going to do some pretty simple makeup. We're going to do some pretty simple makeup and put on my little Love Me hair bob. Isn't that thing pretty? I just washed it, but I haven't, look how shiny it is. I haven't worn it since I washed it. My wig shampoo, I can't remember what it's called, but it's in my Amazon store. Isn't that pretty? That wig I paid less than $150 for, and it's human, and it came with the lace pre-cut. Love these wigs. Those are on my shops too, on my LTK store. Or just, shop Love Me Hair. They're awesome. Be careful when you're shopping Love Me. There's been an imposter that was sending out some pretty poopy wigs, I hear. Hey, Jay Jr. Isn't that wig pretty? That thing is shiny. Thank y'all. We got 13 people. Welcome in. We are doing some extra streams. Hey, Crystal, speak it into existence. Right, Crystal Ray is a burn survivor. She's not on. Oh, I might be able to help you out now that I'm live streaming here. She hasn't been on TikTok. I wanted her to come on. And I've been kind of like over here learning how to do this on TikTok. TikTok is the main live streaming platform right now. And I've learned. I just didn't have the courage to do it all at the same time, but now I do. But Crystal Ray just said she's a burn survivor with skin grafts on her face, and she said, yep, we're the guinea pig. Speak it into existence. I'm getting my makeup artist certification, which isn't necessary, but I'm still getting it. And hopefully one day I will have a makeup company. Because I know what it's like. You know, it's not vanity. It's I'm grateful that I've always loved makeup. Even I'm grateful that I had it when I was a little girl because I was lonely. I was confused even then because I did have a situation where my grandparents had always raised me from birth. And, you know, it's like, I would always think like, why am I here? You know, why? I never understood it. You know, as a child, you don't get it. So even back then, makeup was like really special. Y'all keep tapping. Over here on TikTok, we need 500,000 likes today at least. We're going to grow this thing. Crystal Ray, and for all the survivors, we are working to burn this thing, to build this platform for everybody, not just survivors, for everybody who's ever felt a little bit less than or like you aren't supposed to do something or who has been challenged because you're working in a certain space and people don't think you should be taking up space there. Whoo, we about to go to church today if I keep talking. We about to go to church. Hey, Winnie. Oh, thanks, Winnie. It will, anyone watching over here, it will record. Thank you, Sylvie and Crystal. It'll record and you'll be able to watch it again. You'll be able to watch it at your leisure. Elf, Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. You know the Power Grip Primer is awesome, and they've included it now. If y'all love Elf, they've got the Power Grip in setting spray. You can use the setting spray as your primer, and you can use it as your setting spray because it's this. But I wanted the niacinamide because I'm trying to lighten these dark areas. This is definitely all the things that I'm going to use are in the shops. If you're on these platforms, there's links to the shops, to the Amazon and everything. And down here, you have a link to the TikTok shop, so I don't have to keep. I don't want to sound like it's like the whole thing is sales pitch, but that's where you get the products that I'm using. This stuff is real grippy, real sticky, and that's real good because my skin is so smooth and it doesn't have pores. Yeah, they're great. It's great. It feels sticky. I don't have pores, so you need your makeup to grip. It will. You'll put your face of makeup on, and then 6 or 7 hours later, what be like, where's my makeup? Where'd it go? It slid off your face, girl. It slid off your face because you needed a grip, and this texture isn't the right type of texture. The skin is very taut and smooth, and oh, Crystal Ray said Crystal Ray, if y'all are watching, she's on the Facebook page and she said she's been terrified of TikTok. That's what I was saying. The people on TikTok are great, my friend. The platform is broad and wide reaching and it can be life changing. However, there's these bots that are cruel. It can wear down your spirit and make you feel very self-conscious and not good about yourself. But that's, I've got moderators over here and a community that loves me and they won't let that happen. And the same people will reach out. You can't ever get rid of the human factor. The people are great wherever you go. So even if the platform is kind of stacked against you, the people will reach out and protect you all that they can. There's moderators, there's a community over here. Don't fear it because you can reach the world on it. But I do understand the fear. I will not lie to you. I understand the fear. Yeah, the bots are out of control over here. It's not the people. I love you. I love you all. You know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to skip my glow serum because I want to see what's going on. I feel like my foundation is oxidizing. And I just opened a new bottle. And if it's oxidizing, it's old. And that makes me unhappy because I paid the right price from it and I got it from Ulta. Oxidizing means that once you've had it on your face and it touches the oxygen, it starts to turn yellow, change colors. It starts to orange up or yellow up. So I've had my eye on this bottle of foundation. I can adjust the color if I had the energy, but I don't. So I'm just going to see what happens. Then I'm going to take it to Ulta and throw it at them. I'm going to use Estee Lauder. If y'all, I don't care what your skin type is. Estee Lauder, this is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. And I'm so thirsty today. We might have to go get another bottle. How am I going to do that? I can't take both phones with me. Oh, okay. Stop worrying. Stop borrowing trouble. Wait a minute. This doesn't settle into my lines, and that's amazing. It doesn't settle. It stays on. Remember, I don't want my makeup to slide off my face, so I use a good primer and a good foundation. So the e.l.f. Power Grip primer is awesome. I'm using the one with niacinamide to brighten my skin. And then the Estee Lauder, but I just forgot that I just started color correcting. You're welcome, Crystal. Crystal is an influencer over on Facebook, and she's a burn survivor. Oh, Crystal Ray. If y'all have that platform and you can follow her, do. Crystal Ray, Raye. And I'm using a whole bunch of orange to cancel out this darkness on my forehead, but I got to do something about the light. I feel like the light's too bright. This is, I'll talk about Crystal a bit more in just a moment. You think it's my first day. I'm so embarrassed. I swear it's not my first day as a social media personality. Okay, so first, this is e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector. It's only $4, y'all. I've $4, and I'm using the orange to cancel out darkness. You would use green to cancel out redness. You would use the orange to cancel out like under eye circles. And the reason I'm using it is because I will use a lot less foundation, but boy, look, my whole face ends up being orange. Most of you only have a few spots that you want to touch. I'm just going in. I'm going after it. I'm leaning into this bad boy. I don't care if I use this whole tube. I'm going to be glowy and fabulous. So you put it on and then let it set a minute so that you don't ever thin it out at all. And then we'll blend it in. Then we'll put the foundation on top. e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector. $4 for the orange. Get green to cancel redness, orange to cancel blueness and darkness. Use the opposites like on the artist color wheel, right? If you mix complementary colors, they make brown, right? They make a neutral. Thank you, Jay Jr. Everybody over here, welcome. A lot of people are going back and forth between the platforms. Y'all over here, I would love it so much if y'all share. I want to have like thousands of people over here because I want to reach as many as we can. And what I was saying about Crystal Ray, she's on TikTok. She's been apprehensive about getting, she's on Facebook. She's been apprehensive about getting on TikTok. And it's not the people, it's just the way things work. It's the algorithm, right? It is a little more brutal, I got to tell you. It's probably the most brutal thing I've done. And the only reason I've gotten through it is because of the people. The people on TikTok that come in here every day and make it right and make it family, make it community. But you can follow Crystal on Facebook. Last name Ray, Raye. What is it? The Burn, the Broken, and the Beautiful? I can't remember. If you're still there, Crystal, tell me. I think it's the Burn, Broken, and Beautiful, but I'm forgetful. I am I'm blending in this orange color corrector, right? And Oh, you might have got caught up in the dragnet. Sandra, South Africa got muted, probably because it's going cray cray over here. They're working hard over here. They're working hard. Yeah, this is the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in orange. e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector. It's in the TikTok shop and it's on my LTK and Amazon. e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector, $4. You can spend more on a color corrector, but there's not any need. And then I'm going to use the Camo Concealer. Also, that's like $7 where you buy it. Great concealer, great color corrector. I'm really happy about it. I'm using an e.l.f. sponge. This comes in a kit. And again, remember all the stuff is tagged in the respective places. So, but this is an e.l.f. sponge. I got it in a set with 2 other sponges. You can do anything on your face with these. Do you notice how big they are? They're big because they're damp. I've run water in them and squeezed them out. They expand. Your sponge should be wet if you're working with a cream, or it's going to absorb. If a cream or a liquid, it's got to be wet, right? And yeah, Sandra, it's a mistake. They work in her girl. There's stuff flying. It's flying over here. Now, this is Bear With Me by NYX. It is a spray. It is a prep and prime spray. It's not a setting spray, but it works great on your sponge, or you can spray your face with it, or you can carry this. Like if you're doing a long day and you're going to work all day and then go out in the evening, you can carry this and spray your face and just refresh it. But it's really great. Or if your product gets too dry, like you're waiting and you're doing your color corrector and it gets too dry, spritz it with that. I'm just sponging this on. I don't want to take it off. Thank you, Sylvia. I want it to stay orange, right? But it needs to not stay like this. It needs to be blended. This is the most affordable way I've found, using the e.l.f. and the NYX. And it's not just about affordability, because I can get stuff. It's about it works well, And if it works well, then why pay more for it, I get it. Some things, you need to splurge on. This color corrector works great, but see, you're losing some of it always. So remember that. You can use a brush, but I'm trying to get it done a little bit quicker today. A fluffy brush would lay this right out, and I would lose less of it, but it'd take a considerable amount longer. And Grady wants to go to the park. My dog wants to go to the park. He really wants to go. He's been crying all day. Been a long day around here, I tell you. It's a long Sunday. So the Camo Color Corrector is so good. Look at it in the TikTok shop showcase. When you click on my name, and you see my page, click on showcase and it's in there. Real easy to find it. Just be sure to pick the color that cancels what you need. Oh, Lord. I just took a deep breath. I had to pray for a minute. Too late for makeup. It's too late to get in heaven, too. Good luck to you. Somebody just said it's too late for makeup. It's too late to get through the pearly gates, too. For you. Good luck to you. All right, we have color corrected. People are cruel. Man, they're cool. But that's what I think. Is it a bot? Is it real? Is it real? Sandra got muted for the whole live. South Africa got muted for the whole live. South Africa, I'm telling you, there's a dragnet over here. They are working so hard. It is okay. I thank you for understanding. It's funny. But you see what's going on, the tomfoolery going on over here. This is why we can't have nice things, because they had all this tomfoolery going over here. Yeah, I wonder if they're real, though. I'm really trying to figure out, are real people saying things like that to me, or is it a bot? I just don't know. I really don't. I guess because it's hurtful, I want to believe that it's not real. I think I'm just going to stick with that. It might be naive, but it makes me happier to think that it's just a bot. Young brats, yeah, that's a thing too. Young brats. That is the thing that kind of makes a difference, y'all. All the grown-ups here, standing on business, come in, we do what we do, but a lot of it is kids too. But man, we got to raise our kids better. Whew. They are the future. Whew. I'm scared. Those children can't be cutting up like that. My grandma would have gotten this witch. Why would you subscribe? Go. I don't care if you do or not. Why would I let you in? They are crazy over here, South Africa. That's what's happening. They are crazy. Yeah, the moderators. I'm sorry, mods. You're working hard. That's what happens when kids get a phone at a young age. You ain't wrong. You definitely ain't wrong. Somebody just said it's too late for makeup. Why would I subscribe? When are you going to shed? Mm-mm. Oh, hey, I'm new. I'm from New Jersey. Just let me say how beautiful you are inside. Your personality makes you gorgeous. Followed you. Thank you. We're all blessed to be here. Thank you. I don't always do my story time because sometimes I just don't have it. And I've learned to just do. I mean, people love doing makeup and I love talking about makeup, but just kind of go with it. Thank you. Water bottles, look in the TikTok shop showcase. Y'all look on tomobottles.com. Look in my links. Tomo bottles. These water bottles, they're not inexpensive, but you donate. Purchasing one is a donation of water to a villager in a remote area. It gives them clean water for life with every bottle. So, and they're blingy. So, I mean, that's like, talk about something made for me. I miss this. Honestly, I appreciate the advice of setting spray on the sponge. Oh, yeah, definitely. Sometimes I used to just put it straight on my face, but I do like it on a sponge. Mitzi puts on the sponge. Helps a lot. And I'm using like a prep and prime spray. You can use setting spray, either one. The NYX Bear With Me is really nice, y'all. Thank y'all, everybody that's here. Krista. I got one moderator over on. Look, somebody found. Oh no, that's a YouTube. That's a YouTube. Sandra, y'all over here, check the bottles or tomobottle.com. I think it's code Burn Beauty for a discount, 20% or something. I can't remember. I don't sell them a lot, but I drink out of them all the time because they're blingy, and I'm able to get this straw cap because I can only drink with the straw, really. If I drink with the cup, I mean, I can do it, but I have to think really hard. It runs down. And when I drink with the straw, it's actually between like my tongue and the roof of my mouth. Like that. That's the only way I can actually get the liquid because my mouth has been reconstructed too. My bottom lip is real, like it's been there 51 years. Everything else has been replaced. So the top lip, I got it when they needed to close my mouth, and they gave me a tummy tuck to make a new lip for me. And I think if that's not awesome, I don't know what is. Make me a new lip. Here's my e.l.f. domed stipple brush. I've been using this. So I put on the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And y'all, if you have texture like I do, it just really doesn't settle in and it wears all day. It's worth it. You know, it's not a bargain buy, but it's not an expensive buy either. Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm in 5-in-1 Rich Ginger. And it never settles on me. You know, I've got all these lines and it always looks pretty and it always stays on. I like this, and I like, there's another brand, Metaluso, that we're going to start mixing our foundation colors. Because like this color, I don't know if it's oxidizing or if my skin is just changing again. I seem to constantly change color. I guess we all do, right? But mine just seems to be pretty extreme in the color differences from like 1 week or 1 month or whatever to the next. So I like to stipple it in because the Estee Lauder is medium to full coverage. So it starts at medium coverage, but you can see it's already not bad because of the color correction. And then you take the sponge, a damp sponge, and build it to full coverage. But I'm going to have to build a lot less because I did the color correction. Because I'm always trying to combat this dark spot right here. This skin is from my leg, and then this is from my stomach, and then this is from my thigh. So it's all different colors. Yeah, didn't it cover well? Y'all see that? I'm a medium coverage foundation, not full coverage, not pancake, not, you know, not stage makeup. And I'm a burn survivor. This is medium coverage. So technique has a lot to do with things, you know, technique and prep. On days that I don't feel like doing prep, I wear Lancome Tint d'Idole and Tint d'Idole Ultra Wear in the stick. And it's great foundation, but it's thick, it's creamy. Anytime you use a stick foundation, that's the heaviest coverage you can get, you can use. So I use that when I don't feel like color correcting, I don't want to conceal, but it doesn't look as like light and beautiful as the other, as this does. So if you've got a minute, do it. Also, if I wasn't talking, this would not be taking as long. I don't spend hours doing my makeup every day. That's not a thing. But I do it here as I'm reading and talking, it slows you down a little. Diamond Nails, nice to see you. Thank you, everybody. Nah, it's hard, the attitude and stuff. Both of y'all are saying, both platforms are saying, oh, thank you. I'm happy to be streaming on more platforms too. I was really, really scared, which sounds crazy because I've been doing it pretty much 5 days a week for almost a year. But when you branch out to a place where people don't know you, oh, thank you, where people don't know you, it's scary anytime. Just like I don't want to go to the dentist. So I learned to use the Colgate Optic White, but I always kept my teeth white. So that's not like a post-burn thing. I was a smoker for 30 years. Can you believe it? Look, smoked for 30 years, but I always kept my teeth white at home. I never had my teeth professionally whitened. Crest White Strips, Sony Care toothbrush, Colgate Optic White. So yeah, I can't even go to the thing. It's just hard to reach out. And I post a lot I post on every platform. But going live is brutal. You can see how hard the moderators are working over here. The moderators are working over here. I only have one moderator on Facebook. I was trying to sign up some other people, but I'm trying to figure out how to do that. No, I don't smoke anymore. I was smoking the night I got burned. I don't have moderators on YouTube, and I just saw somebody said something ridiculously offensive. But that's good. That means we're reaching people. Thank you. We did reach 6th place. Thank you, Jay Jr. I only reached 6th place, y'all, because of the community. So that's why I say, you know, when it's like, which platform is nicer? Well, the people are saying wherever you go, but the platforms, different platforms are set up for different success. The algorithms run differently. So people are great wherever you go. I have now got, look at all that concealer. I don't care. Don't be afraid to conceal. Concealer is smooth and pretty. And if you go up at an angle like this, it is an instant facelift. Look at that. Look at my eyes. You can see that angle. Um, Thank you. I think the world needs more positivity. This is e.l.f. Camo Concealer. e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm in tan neutral. And I even put it on my eyelids. I'm using it as my eyeshadow primer. e.l.f. Camo Concealer in tan neutral. It's in the TikTok shop. It's in my stuff over here. I don't know. I have to set people up. I got to figure out how to put moderators different places. I don't know how to do anything. That's why I was so hesitant to run all these streams, because I don't really know. I don't even have like the cameras set up right, but you got to step out on faith. I just had to step out on faith, or I wasn't going to get it done. I was going to keep putting it off and keep saying, oh, you know, let me fix this, let me fix that. And it was never going to happen. So had to get it done. Here we are. But I'm going to figure it out. I know a lot of you that I will do. Right now, Krista's modding on Facebook. YouTube needs some attention, I see. Because somebody is being awfully crude. Oh, look, this is my angel wing scar. Doesn't it looks like an angel wing, right? It's got the orange on it. I'm going to conceal it today. I've got a lot of concealer. I'm not mad at it. Concealer is smooth. It is going to give you a really flawless finish. I mean, you don't want to bathe in it, but it does give a really smooth finish. And then I'm actually using an eyeshadow big fluffy blender brush right here and just tapping it in. But I did forget that I meant to do something. Thank you for joining the team. Y'all joined the team. You got it? Wanda, how can you be in so many different places? She's like the Holy Spirit. Y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. Hey, Love Muffin. Hey, YouTube. I'm happy to see YouTube coming in. I'm creating tutorials, recording them again, filming them. Listen, y'all, while I talk, we're going to blend in this under eye concealer, and I'm using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. I did not know they made one, but I like that it's got the pointy tip so you can really get under here. And I'm putting the spray on it. This is Prep and Prime spray. You can use setting spray, but this is a damp sponge, right? And then I'm going to dab it in. Then we're going to put powder under here immediately because I have so much texture. And I'm finding that the best way to combat that texture is with, look how gentle that is. Look how gentle that sponge is. It's going to take a minute. Thank you for the rose. I'm finding the best way to combat the texture, like these bags, and avoid creases, is to set them immediately with a damp sponge, with setting powder and a damp sponge. So we're going to do both under eyes, and then we're going to set it, and then we're going to finish the rest of the blend. Y'all see how my eyes don't close, like the look up is so, it's a thing. I don't like the way that's blending though. So I'm going to use my fluffy. I'm so much more of a blush person. Thank y'all for the nails. I'm so much more of a brush person than a sponge person. You know, if you get used to using a certain thing, it's just what you're good at. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to blend it a little more with the sponge because I can get it done faster like this. But I do want to use the damp sponge because I don't want to set the creases so hard. The only thing you can't fix is an under eye crease that's set in. You have to wash your face. There's nothing you can do. Nothing I've been able to do to fix it or buff it out or Just better not to have the under eye set than to set a big dag, because it's so noticeable. It almost cracks, you know? Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the rose. I wish I could see everybody. I don't see well if you're watching me and you're commenting and stuff. Oh, Sandra got muted. See, now see, in retrospect, you know how you got muted on TikTok because you told off a troll. You know what happens when you tell off a troll? Sometimes you get caught up in the dragnet of them removing that troll. So don't be worried about it. They just working hard, you know. But thank you. I love you doing that. But you might be in peril because it's streaming really fast and they're just like scanning keywords and muting and blocking. But thank you for your love. I know why you did it. It's been crazy today. I think the kids, you know, it's Sunday. They getting ready to go back to school tomorrow. They acting up. Yeah, they working. She knows you're working hard. She's like, well, maybe I got muted because. Oh, you blocked him. Oh, how'd you block him? Oh, I bet it said. You know what happened, Sandra? Then, when you block, I know what happened. They were probably getting rid of the troll, and I know what happened. We're sorry, but so I just like that you're standing up for it, right? She get him. From now on, it won't matter. All the goodness in the world. It's hard not to say stuff. Sometimes when I'm watching, I feel like you've got to try not to say stuff. It really is a superpower when you're dealing with people like that. It's so hard, though, because it's so shocking that people say that. And that's why I really believe they could be bots. I'm streaming on Twitch, too. Anybody watching on Twitch? I don't even know how to use Twitch, but I hear it's got excellent photo quality. Wouldn't it be amazing? I wonder if anybody else streams on all the platforms at the same time. Oh no, ain't nobody mad, girl. We talking about it over here. They ain't mad at you. They know how hard you're working. Missy said, forgive us. Oh, Cat's on Twitch. How do I look on Twitch, Darlene? Am I fabulous? Four on. Yeah, we'll get the numbers up. You know, you got to stream in order to feed the algorithm. And I haven't been streaming. So it'll come. Got to have faith. It's only the second day. I'm so happy. I'm happy. God is good all the time. I struggled today to just not turn that phone off because I couldn't get them to balance. I got to thank my nail lady for this color. We're going to do this lipstick today. Don't let me forget. This lippy and this nail. And then gray eyeshadow with a little touch of pink maybe. My nail lady talked me into this color. I was going to pick a different color. And I was like, I want bright pink. And she was like, this. And I was like, I don't think that's pink. I think it's purpley. She's like, no, this. She was right. I've gotten more compliments about it than anything. Nails are on fleek. Got to make the most of the nails and the little things that make you happy in life, right? Thank you for joining the team, Stephanie. If y'all are watching, you can click that orange heart right there at the top and join the team. That really helps the algorithm here. Y'all know anybody else who streams everywhere? Like everywhere that they can? Maybe we can make like a new thing. Wanda, yeah. Wanda's lethal. So listen, what I've got here is some Lunar Beauty. I'm moving fast because I don't want that crease. Lunar Beauty, Lunar, like the moon, beauty. Setting powder, and I'm in medium, right? I'm in medium. And I'm taking the same damp sponge and just putting the setting powder right on there. Gently, remember to use a gentle hand. And I'm on faith because it looks like I'm setting a crease right here, but I'm on faith because I avoided doing this for a long time because I did it one time and it made a crease. And then ever since then, I've been like, oh, I'm just not going to bake my under eyes. I'm not going to set them because it might make a crease. It might do this. Well, and it might not. So just to, like maybe last week, I decided, man, it's so pretty. I'm going to try to do it anyway because you don't know until you try. So I'm pretty happy. Even if I set a crease, what's the worst? It's just a face of makeup, right? It's not permanent. Hey, Renata, how you doing over there? Tapping is clapping. What do y'all do on Facebook? Do y'all get to like, or y'all don't get to tap, or y'all just like it? Do y'all comment? What do y'all do? I don't know if I watched Facebook Live. Y'all know who I used to watch when I was learning to do my makeup again? It was Bailey Sarian. Bailey Sarian. She does good makeup, and she's a sweet girl. And I just watched her because there was nobody that I could find that was doing makeup with the textured face like mine at the time, and this is a few years ago. So here's the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm going to do my eyelids. I'm using it as my eyeshadow base today. And it might be too dry. Let me see. See right there, it's a little too dry. This is where you get the spray. Because I let it set so long, you can use the NYX Bear With Me. You can come right back into it. Because you want it to stay opaque over here. But on my eyelid, you just want to spread it out so it can hold on to your eyeshadow. I got to close my eye. Then take a big fluffy brush and just tap it out. You can use an eyeshadow base. There's several different eyeshadow bases that I really like. Or just a primer, or nothing at all if you want, but you won't get the same color payoff out of your shadow, and it won't stay as well. It won't be as smooth. Thank you, Michaela. It will often blend easier, though, without it. That's just a thing, but it won't look as pretty. Trust. It won't look as pretty. Will it look bad? No. So I've got that on. Bailey Sarian used to do makeup and mystery, right? She would tell a story while she did the makeup, and I would lay in bed at night watching her, wondering if I could ever wear makeup again. Isn't that something? And now I sit here and do it. I love that. Right? So good. It's like, man, just thinking back, because when I came home from the hospital, I was just really, really, I was happy to be here, happy to have survived. But I was pretty down about what the rest of my life was going to be. I guess because you can. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That I felt, really down. Like I was 45 years old when I got burned. If anybody's in the room that doesn't know, because I didn't do any story time today, I got burned while I was out by my fire pit, just drinking wine, chilling, no accident, no house fire, no like car accident, no house fire, sitting outside, like 1 minute you're laughing, and like I said, I used to smoke. So if we were drinking wine or anything, we would sit outside, and it was chilly. So we'd sit by the fire pit, and we'd been doing it for 15 years at the time. And it's one of those things you don't think about. You don't think about the inherent dangers or, being careful. You just think it's safe. But when you've got lighter fluid involved and you're feeding those fires and building them with not gasoline, but lighter fluid or gasoline, like a lot of people do, it's dangerous. You don't need all that. It's really dangerous. And I got into the stream of the lighter fluid, and it was bad, It resulted in these 3rd and 4th degree burns to the upper 35% of my body. Keep blending, pat out your concealer. You notice when you leave it for a minute and let it set up, then it's staying really opaque, right? The sponge is not thinning it out at all. right? You got to work with it a little, but it's really doing what you want it to do in the least amount of time, the least amount of building. I really didn't even build my foundation today. Did y'all notice? I left it at medium coverage. So don't think that you got to have full coverage, because my face is made of skin grafts and I'm in medium coverage with color correction and camo concealer, so you don't have to have it. Just prep your skin well. It looks really pretty. Now, does it look like a 20-year-old with a beauty filter on? No, but neither does a 20-year-old. Nobody looks like that. We got to remember that skin has texture, and we've got to be kind to ourselves. I never turn on a beauty filter, ever. And and it does make a difference. If I turn on a beauty filter over here, it's a whole different thing. Nobody, it's like, would anybody know? Nobody would know, you know? Oh yeah, I'm using the camo concealer. And you go a couple of shades lighter. It depends on what you want to use. Go a couple of shades. I went a couple of shades lighter to conceal. If you're just concealing, like to highlight my nose and under eye, I went a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone. I used tan neutral. So look, tan neutral. And I went under my eyes, down my nose where you can see this light. A couple of shades lighter. If you're going to contour with it, then go a couple darker. And if you just want it to conceal and no light, you can pick exactly the color. I used to buy my concealer in 3 different colors. One on color, and the one 2 lighter and 2 darker, and you can do anything with that. I had the camo concealer in my shop, and it's just it's a great product. I let it set, y'all. If y'all haven't tried it, look how that's really good coverage. Think, these are skin grafts. Is it perfect? No. Is that excellent coverage? You bet. That's crazy coverage for $7. That's really good. And color correction? It is. The skincare, skin prep, it matters. Oh, thank you, Toothless. So definitely go a couple lighter than you think you need. It's not like foundation. As long as, if you're in the family, it's not going to be disastrous. And if you're in the ballpark, it's not going to be a disaster, and you can always adjust as necessary. Because I was concerned. I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to stay in tan neutral. I might adjust it next time, but it's not like foundations. No fear. Go a couple lighter and a couple darker. Oh, I got some orange right here. I missed a lot of orange right there. Let's see what happens. I'm going to powder my whole face now. And thank you, Renata. Renata will help you too. There's a lot of people in the room over there that do a lot of makeup that'll help you too. If you got more questions and I don't see it, type it out. They'll help you. We got some makeup aficionados up in here, and that makes me proud. So this is the Lunar Beauty Universal Setting Powder all over my face now. And we're going. We're setting. I see a lot of orange right there. I'm trying not to get a ton of powder in my eyebrow wigs, and I don't want any powder on my lid today. If you're new and you want it to be easier to blend your eyeshadow, you can put a little bit of powder on your lid. It's just going to add texture, but it's going to be a much easier blend. Oh, hey, Kiki. Hold on, somebody just said you're my saving grace. I watch you all the time, and you give me hope. Y'all give me hope. You don't know it. Thank you. Y'all give me a lot of hope. Thank you, Queen Bee. Otherwise, I get in my head, just like with these cameras today. I was just about to have like a meltdown because they're not in the right position. They're not like I want them. Thank you, Sandra. And I was about to have a meltdown. I'm talking myself out of my own blessings. I've got people here that are watching and not complaining, and I can always change it tomorrow. You know, try again another day, but you talk yourself out. You guys help me not do that when I come and do these shows, or lives. I don't know what they are. When I come here to the community and do this makeup and talk, it just, it does something. It does something. It's a blessing. Oh, cat. Every Jay Jr. said, we've got your back. I know y'all do. That's what I'm saying. That's what the platforms can't change. Mm-hmm. Somebody just say, are you doing 100 layers of makeup? Don't try to, I couldn't, don't trying to. I'm looking for you. All right, the moderator saved you because I was scrolling back to get you. The moderator, thank whatever moderator just deleted you because I was coming for you. Look, somebody just said, are you doing 100 layers of makeup? You know what I think is funny about that? A lot of people think that my skin looks like this because I'm wearing a lot of makeup or because hello, Kelia. They think now that my skin looks like this because I'm wearing a lot of makeup, which would be my business if I was. It's not your face. Mind your business. Thank you. And but a lot of people don't realize it's burns anymore. They don't know what it is, and fear affects their minds. If they can't identify it, then they have to assign something to it. Like, oh, she looks different. Then there's the dose thing, and what's happening? I can't. If I've got a full face of makeup on, then they're like, oh well, why do people have to get nose surgeries like that? I've been hearing that a lot lately. You know what? I'm like, Lord have mercy. I've had my whole face replaced, and they think I got a nose job. Well, that is a blessing, you know? Hey, Kelia, who's in there? Amen. Oh, I love makeup. I love it when y'all say you don't need makeup, but I love it. More about when I was a little girl. I don't talk about that a lot, but I was kind of, I was like lonely and even in school, I didn't have neighbors that were young. It's grandma and grandpa lived way out in the country. Hey, y'all. And it was like your next neighbor is like way up yonder, and even then, everybody out there, it wasn't a community where young families would be, you know? And this is the 80s, there were yuppies, there were starting to be subdivisions, people had condos, and so it was really lonely out there. Grandma was great. We would bake cakes and clean, do all the things, but still, you want to be a kid. And Grandpa would ride bikes with me, just everything they could. But it's still not the same as having like a brother or sister, because I'm an only child, or having somebody to play with. So makeup, when I found the makeup in Grandma's closet, I think that even started my love of art, because I used to sketch and draw as well. But I think finding that makeup really made a difference, and it made me feel, it's always been like therapeutic and transformative. And it's like, I don't wear makeup all the time. Like makeup now is kind of like it's associated. A day off doesn't involve makeup. If I'm in the house, if I'm doing well, okay, that's not true. I have on a little bit of makeup, but not a full face. You know what I mean? A little bit, but not a full face. And so I don't do it like because I have to. It's just, it brings such a memory of happiness. I could do the makeup. It was old makeup that I found. It wasn't the right color. It didn't matter. I learned how to do it. And people would go, oh, you're good at that. And it was like kind of that kind of thing. We're like, oh, I'm good at that, right? And people, okay, I'm good at that. And I like doing that. And I wanted to be Diana Ross. I saw her singing in that white dress with sequins and her whole back was out. It had long sleeves. I think it was Halston. Long white sequin dress with long sleeves, singing Reach Out and Touch somebody's hand. All these things were important, formative. You never know what's going to make a difference. This is e.l.f. HD finishing powder. So, oh, thank you. Somebody said they're kind of mom that they wish I had, and that's awesome. This is e.l.f. HD finishing powder. And just like the movies, he keeps asking me how long I've been a fan. So I told him I'm not a fan, just like the movies. LOL. Is somebody stalking you? What is happening? Somebody being stalked over here. Hey, Lori, I didn't see you. I got a lot going on. Isn't this great? Isn't this great? The e.l.f. HD finishing powder. So you're going to take off your excess setting powder anyway. You're going to use a big face brush to take off any excess. So if you're going to take it off, put a little finishing powder on and exchange it. Finishing powder is blurring. I always use the e.l.f. HD powder. I think it's like $6, and it's one of the best products I know. Y'all can tell I love e.l.f. when it comes to the more budget-friendly makeup. I really love e.l.f. And there we go. It gives a big blur. Lori, everybody's in the room over here. Love y'all. If Jillian's in, I'm definitely trying to see stuff. That is crazy. I love y'all. How does that look? I'm in medium coverage, Estee Lauder, double wear, stay in place, and 5-in-1. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for the gift. In 5-in-1. It's neutral. 5 neutral 1, rich ginger. Now remember, my undertone is actually cool. But in Estee Lauder, I'm neutral, but I'm starting to wonder if that's changing because it's looking a little warm. It's either warm or oxidizing. I don't know, but it's a new bottle of foundation. And I never know because my skin tone changes so much. Either way, I'm going to go with it because, I got skin issues anyway. Ain't nobody going to bother me about it, but it does need an adjustment. I'm tired. I feel exhausted. Y'all don't know. Sitting here and like doing the makeup and it's exciting. Maybe it's an adrenaline rush. Get tired. Tired, not tired in a bad way, but it's just like, whoo. I'm always gonna wear lashes. Best to believe it. Big lashes fix everything. I'll make it. Everybody says you can do it. I'm gonna make it. Do you match your own makeup or you go to like Sephora? I recommend going to Sephora or Ulta. But I did match my own because I've been in the house I haven't been to Sephora or Ulta since I got burned. One day we're all going to take a field trip and go there, right? My first trip to Sephora, I'm scared of that too. But also Z, you can go like Fenty, Il Makiage, they have color matching tools online. You can get an idea from that. Like you get in good light and show your face. You can get an idea of where you are. It might not be spot on though. So I really recommend if you're going to invest in a foundation, just to go in because you've got to find the undertone. Or if you're going to go somewhere and do it yourself, be sure to put it on your face. I think people make the mistake of always wanting to do the inner wrist, and that used to be fine, but look at the difference. Well, I mean, my inner wrist, there's a big difference between the two. I used to think that was okay until I got these skin grafts and I started to understand how much different, like the skin on my leg is so much darker than the skin that was on my tummy. My eyelids are made out of that. And then the skin on my thigh, there's so many color variations. And since that, I just always recommend going in or the online color matching tool. And if you get it a little bit wrong, you can also always use a color adjuster, but It'd be a lot easier just to go in, which is what I'm going to do. We're going to go on a field trip. I'll have to get stuff set up. What happens if you peel it off? Oh no, we stream it everywhere. Feel it off? I didn't know what it meant. I do. I'm streaming on YouTube right now. Same name. I'd love you to be over there and get that platform. I need that platform to get going. I'm not going to leave anywhere. I'm going to always reach as many people as I can. I'm very, very grateful for to be in this position. I didn't really know why I worked so hard to stay on every platform, but now I understand. It was important, and I just kept being led to do that. Thank you for the rose. Thank y'all for all the gifts. Look at that. Look at how dramatic that is. I'm using my e.l.f. Nose contour brush. I've had this brush for like a year, right? And it's a great brush. Nose contour is double-ended, so you can do a real detailed line down the middle, or use the big fluffy and just do your nose, because y'all know I don't have nostrils, right? Like, you know, that's the biggest facial difference I have is the nose. So I'm kind of particular about it. I'm very self-conscious about it, really. We're all self-conscious about something. It's okay to be, just as long as it doesn't stop us, you know? So look, I've got a lot of bronzer. I'm just using my Morphe Bronze Show bronzer. Morphe Bronze Show is the color. I don't know if they make this anymore, but any bronzer. And the contour all the way, just contouring my eye as I'm contouring the nose, because your nose contour is not straight up and down. So get over here, especially even if you're not wearing eyeshadow, do this so that you get a little bit of definition. And remember, you can use your fingers. And then contour here. I'm always trying to get rid of that tip on the point of my nose, but let's be real. You got to be realistic. It's makeup, not magic. That's the way the nose is. So I'm just going to put a shadow on it and carry on. Hey, Amelia. Thank you. It's makeup. All right, that's where we're going to stop. I don't even want to contour anymore in that. Hug, Sister Crystal Ray. Austin is there. Austin came on YouTube. Hey, Lori. What you got what you looking for, Lori? I can't see everything. Hey, Sylvie. I wish I could see everybody. Thank y'all for talking and being here. I love y'all. Every one of you, everywhere. Hey, Austin. Look at that. Look at people moving around. That's cute. All right. That's all the contour we're going to do. Let's put on some eyeshadow. We got to get this stuff, get it going. Thank y'all, everybody over here, moderators. Thank you, Jenny, Jay Jr. I don't know if Julian is in, Wanda, Auntie K, Kat, everybody. Thank y'all. Everybody. Lori, thank you. Love you, T. Oh, boy, I am thirsty. Whew. T. Louise. All right, you know what I think I'll do? I think, because we're going to do our thing that we do every day in a minute, but not yet. Don't get started. I think I'm going to do some brow powder. And then I think when I do my eyeshadow today, since I want to wear this bright pink and kind of a gray lid, I think I might just do like a monotone shadow in like a soft gray and blend it out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to do a lot. I want just the pink lip and my little wig, my bob, to be everything. And a casual Sunday. You know, I get Mondays off. I give myself Monday off. Well, not really off. I don't do a live stream. I have meetings all day and a webinar or some kind of stuff, but I don't have to be like on, you know, because when you turn on the camera, you go to a different level. Thank you for joining the team. A different level of on, you know, you want to reach people. You're trying to do something. You're standing on business. Anastasia chocolate brow powder. Anastasia chocolate brow powder. Thank you. You can tell I only ever use the chocolate side. This side, the lighter side, is for doing. If you want to do an ombre brow, I can draw my brows on, and I did for quite a while. This brow is not in the right place. I'm going to try not to mess it up. My brow is glued on. By tomorrow, I'm going to move it. It needs to be further over. But I like to take the eyebrow wigs. I wear a black eyebrow wig, and then I put um, chocolate brow powder on it by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Just with the spoolie, just putting it on, just kind of making it, it softens it, but it also defines it. If you use a black, it would really, really, it would be really, really dark. You know, it would be a lot. But if you use a brown brow, then it's a little too soft. So a darker brow and a lighter brow powder works better for me if you're going to wear the wigs. And I kind of have to angle my brushes. I hold them all kinds of ways, y'all. My right hand, I'm right-handed, obviously, and this hand has been numb ever since I woke up. uh, so you might have to adapt the way you hold your brushes or whatever, but you get it done. I used to drop my brushes so many times trying to learn to do my makeup that I just had like 5 or 6 of every brush, and I would drop them, drop them, and drop them. And then when I would get done with my makeup, Miriam, my caretaker, would come up and to get me because I couldn't walk down the stairs by myself. She'd come up to get me, and she'd pick up all the brushes, and then we go downstairs, and I'd have my makeup on for the day. Have my makeup on, ready to sit on the couch. But you know, it's important to me. It wasn't to show anybody, and I think that's what is important for people to know. You know, it wasn't for anybody else. At the time, I wasn't showing it to anybody. I wasn't going anywhere, but it sure did make me feel just happy and transformed. And it's just like clothes or jewelry or, you know, hairstyles, getting your hair done or colored. It is transformative. It makes you feel a certain way. So a lot of times people kind of want to insult it because it's makeup, right? And oops, somebody's got a loose eyebrow wig. It needs glue. Sometimes people want to insult it, but don't let people bring you down, you know? If somebody doesn't want to do something, they won't do it. But that doesn't mean you can't do it, you know? Thank you, Edwina. How you doing, girl? All right, let's see. What we got to do is put a little glue on the eyebrow. And then everyone who's new, um, um, let's see. What am I doing? I'm in Alpharetta, Georgia. I am Burn Beauty 2018, and I am so glad y'all are here. We're about to put on some eyeshadow. I've been doing my foundation and talking this whole time. Tell me where you are. I'm going to try to read it. Tell me where you are. I'm in Alpharetta, Georgia. Hey, still standing. Ohio. I leave my brows on for a month. Australia, Atlanta, Australia, Ohio, Baltimore, Portland, Oregon, sorry, Utah, San Antonio, Wanda, Birmingham, Texas, it's going fast. New York City, y'all read. Alabama, California, it's going fast. Massachusetts, New Jersey, Eastland, Georgia, United States, Alabama, Vidalia, Georgia. Y'all, I can't believe where everybody is. Where are y'all? Wanda, California, Mississippi, Bermuda, Arkansas, North Carolina, Washington State, Norway, Maryland, Las Vegas, England, Florida, West Virginia, Chicago, Minnesota. Wanda's in Long Island, Oklahoma, Colorado. Oh my gosh, Long Island, New York, Philippines, Colorado. Wow, what is up? Arizona, South Africa. Swainsboro, Georgia, Netherlands, Pittsburgh, Germany, Massachusetts, California, Hawaii, Genova. Where's Julian? Maine, Ukraine, South Carolina, something I couldn't read, but thank you. Italy, Iowa, Ohio. Hey, Bonita. Look at that. That is so good. Somalia. I'm going to finish my makeup. We do this check-in every day. Oh, thank you. Y'all keep going. Italy, Amsterdam, Kentucky. Y'all read it. I got to finish the makeup, but y'all read it. This is a big day. United Kingdom. We do that because remember how far you're reaching when you're on social media. When we're posting and we're commenting. Russia, love you. Belfast, Ireland. Russia, that's pretty cool. South Africa, remember how far you're reaching when we're posting. I've been noticing a lot of people being really, really harsh in the comments. Being really harsh in comments. It's starting to make me mad. I was like, I'll make a comment on something and people come and they're so mean and angry. Somali. Like a Somalian fur coat, hotter than a Somali fur coat. Ugh. So, oh yeah, we're gonna get done. So we reached so far, and I think people don't understand that. I love to check in because it's just, hey Denmark, it's just super, it's just amazing. Really, isn't it amazing? It brings me back to where I need to be in my mind every day. You know? I think it's kids being rude too. Do y'all think so? Do y'all think it's just the kids that are being rude? I think so. I hate to think it's adults. But actually though, no, sometimes, you know what? There was a lady last night. Am I going to do a dark gray eye? I know where South Africa is. Johannesburg? Girl, I be knowing, I know me some travel in South Africa is too dark. Hold on, we're gonna change something. South Africa, Johannesburg, Cape Town is the tip of Africa, and there is an amazing apartheid museum there. I am well traveled. I haven't been there, but I want to. There's an amazing apartheid museum in South Africa, and everybody gets a different experience. Isn't that interesting? Depending on whether you're black, white, or is it black, white, or colored, I believe? You get a different experience in the museum. I cannot wait to get there one day. I've heard amazing things. I am in the Artistry Unleashed palette by Pimby, and I'm not trying to do a lot with my shadow because I want to wear this bright pink lippy that matches my nails. So I was gonna do. I do not want like a '90s black smoky eye right now. That's too much. I am gonna use some of the dark in the corner. I've got a big fluffy brush. All my brushes that I'm using are e.l.f. I bought this new set of brushes by e.l.f. and they're in my Amazon shop and they're also in the TikTok shop. It's a good set of brushes. And look, that works pretty well. But I don't want like a dramatic dark gray smoky eye. That'd be too big. Oh, you're really South Africa. Woo! Sandra's 2 hours from Johannesburg. She is super, super South Africa. Lord have mercy. You are on the tip, aren't you? Wow. You are far. I had a friend who had a condo in Cape Town. I didn't get to go. I got burned. I wanted to be traveling, you know? I wanted to be traveling. I thought when I was 50, y'all, I would just start traveling because I had kids young. So we're just using the gray, right? Just gray, just back and forth. And then we'll just drop a little bit of darkness with the dark gray. I don't think I want to put any pink in here. I think I'm going to use some pink highlighter by Fenty and maybe put a dab of pink here and a dab of pink in the blush. But I don't think I'm going to put any in the shadow. So I just decided to do more of a monochromatic eye. Because if you got a really strong lip, I in color theory avoid a strong eye and a strong lip. It just looks nice. Oh, a beauty cruise. Is there a beauty cruise? All colors of the rainbow. In the Apartheid Museum, they do like black, white. There's a different experience in the Apartheid Museum. I was told about it. I can't remember. Like, I think I would have to go through the colored museum. You go into a different door, but at the end, you get to see pictures of all the people who perished during apartheid or something. I hear it's one of the most powerful things in the world. Very powerful experience, and you get to hear recorded um, audio from people. Speaking of, I had a painting done of me last year. Well, I didn't have it done. I was painted by a fine artist. It's the New Icons art exhibit by Grace Athena Flott. It hung in Seattle, and I was able to go see it really because because of this community. I was able to go see it in person. But what's interesting about it is she recorded audio from all of us. We're all burn survivors, and she painted like 12 different portraits. And she recorded audio from all of us. And my recorded audio was recorded a few years ago when I was just starting. And you walk up to the painting, and if you bring you bring your headphones and your ear pods and stuff, and you just scan it. And yes, and it's an art exhibit that I'm in. Burn Beauty is part of it. It's the New Icons art exhibit by Grace Athena Flott. I don't think it's hanging anymore. It was in the Port of Seattle from last December until this March. It hung in the Port of Seattle, Pier 69. And it's a painting of me and other burn survivors. What reminded me is talking about the Apartheid Museum, because I know there's recorded audio of people in the Apartheid Museum. And she recorded audio, and it was so powerful just to hear what I said 2 years ago, because I didn't remember it. She and I sat and had a phone conversation. She recorded it. And then she took, the artist, being she, Grace, and then she took the bits of that audio, and you scan the barcode. If you walk up to my painting and you're interested in my story, you scan the barcode, and you scan the code, and it's me talking. That was amazing. It's a powerful exhibit. I don't think the paintings sold. I was hoping they would sell, because she's a fine artist, and I don't get anything from it. Mine would be donated to charity. I did it for nothing. But she needs to, eat. She spent a couple of years painting them. This is her job. But it reminded me when I spoke at the Apartheid Museum. Yeah, I barely remember apartheid, Sandra. I guess I must be older. I barely remember apartheid, and I remember Mandela being in jail. But now all that, isn't that crazy that it reminds me of the art exhibit? I'm about to hang my painting because, if y'all don't know, I'm an ambassador for Face Equality International, which is an absolutely amazing NGO, which is an NGO is a international, it's like an international nonprofit. And I'm an ambassador in their subject this year for Face Equality Week, because it's not about being burned. It's about having a facial difference. I live on two different planes now. One is being a burn survivor, and one is having a facial difference. They're two very different things. And so the subject of Face Equality Week is my face is a masterpiece. We're going to blend this gray out, then we're going to drop some dark into it. It's going to be a very monochromatic eye with a little highlight in the corner, and we're going to make it all about my pink lip. But I'm taking this brush very lightly, a big fluffy brush, fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to blend out the edges, and then we're going to add a darker gray to it for contrast. Don't blend too high. Leave space. Leave space under your brow. Leave space under your brow, and just blend it, and you're touching just very softly. Very softly. And if you're getting too high up, Don't drop your brush. That's what I used to do every day. Don't drop your brush. Thank you, Nana. You have a beautiful soul saying that. You can blend down. You can angle your brush down, right? So that you're blending, but not blending up any further. We'll clean up the edges in a minute. Okay, we're going to have to get all in here. I didn't really do a transition color, and I wish I had now, even though I was being monochromatic. Thank you. So I'm going to take a more detailed brush and make sure that this gets all the way in here, that it comes far enough out. You see the difference between that and that? Like this is coming, it's touching the tip of my nose, it's part of the contour. And I'm using the same light gray, but I'm making sure I get out here. I think we are going to have to drop another lighter color on the lid. Sometimes, actually not sometimes, I am always making this up as I go. I have no plan for any look in my mind. Treat it like a painting. Treat it like you're drawing. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for the rose. I'm going to come out here. We're going to stop blending. Y'all, I got stars yesterday. I didn't even know what that was. Like on Facebook, I was like, what is that? I've never had the nerve to do a live this long on Facebook or anything. I only did it on here. Thank you, Jamie. I was telling everybody yesterday that I only started doing lives because I needed to help my son. He needed to earn money. He's grown and everything, and I'm disabled, so I only had so many options, and I was already working as an influencer. Y'all keep tapping. Don't get left out of the room. We had good numbers. Don't leave before the magic happens. You don't know how to do your eyeshadow? Well, keep watching. I'm just putting like a big glob of gray everywhere and making sure it blends. I am Sandra's an artist? Interesting. I like it when I have artists and makeup artists watching me. It's validating. I wanted to be a commercial artist, but I didn't. Didn't think I could make money. Didn't think I could support myself. I'm gonna back into a transition color because it's bothering. No, I'm not. Let me leave it alone. I wish I had a brown here, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, so now we need some definition. We got a big blob of gray. What are we gonna do? We're gonna define it. So I've got a detailed, thank you, Jamie. I've got a little detailed crease brush by Elf. And I'm gonna go into this dark color. This is the Artistry Unleashed palette. Artistry Unleashed palette by Playing in Makeup by Yolando. Pimby. Playing in Makeup by Yolando. Pretty Artistry Unleashed palette. And so far, I've only really used this gray color because I'm in my gray loungewear dress. And then I'm going to do some dark. And then I think we'll put a little bit of light on the lid. I wasn't planning on doing all that, but now we are. Because it's a little too simple for me. I was trying to leave it simple, but it's not going to work out. This dress, I cannot stand the way nothing will stay on my shoulder. And now I'm losing weight again. And it's like impossible to keep anything on my shoulder. So frustrated. I'm going to have to wear like all dresses and shirts. I'm not going to be able to wear a spaghetti strap at all. Right? All right, so we're going dark. I don't know what we're doing. We'll put some on the inner corner. Fingers are loud. Right here is a mess. We're going to have to clean it up. You don't want to go too far. In general, you want to be right in this area. But you see, mine doesn't really line up properly anymore. So I kind of have to eyeball it. You know, just, what's funny? Eyeball it. Literally eyeball it. And I've got this hood that is not my friend. I did not have a hooded lid. before, so I don't know how to work with it that well. And right here, the whole thing is looking unbalanced because it needs to come up to balance the eye. This needs to come up higher. And now that eye looks a lot more balanced. I know. How do you decide which color to use? I'm deciding, I don't always decide by my clothing, but I'm wearing a gray dress and I'm going to wear a bright pink lip. I'm not one that is always going to be like, I'm wearing a blue shirt, so let me wear a blue shadow. I'm not that. I'm always about making my face look good, but you always look pulled together if you do coordinate that some. So, but if I'm wearing like a green dress, like a bright green dress, that does not mean I'm going to be in bright green shadow. I'm always going to be focused more on accentuating my face and the tones of my face and my eyes and such. I'm always going to be focused more on that. But if you can coordinate a little, have a little swag, go. Make it work. But yeah, if I'm wearing like bright yellow, I'm probably not going to have bright yellow shadow. But if you can, why not? And I really want my nails and my, lipstick to be the focus today. And that's where when we talk about like all the color theory and color stories and balance and stuff, for me, it's like sketching, right? Makeup is shadows, isn't it? It's eyeshadow, it's bronzer, it's contour. All those things are shadows. So we create shadows that make our face look different, right? Thank you. So, and drawing, sketching is about shadows. Sandra, I'm talking to her, she's an artist. And so we're going to blend it out. I used a detail brush so that I can kind of control this really dark. I'm using the darkest color in the palette, which is number 30 in the palette. So it's like a dark gray. This would make a really nice, like black smoky eye, like that 90s smoky eye, like maybe the brown transition color and then black. I think we're going to have to do that. Like rock star. Who is it? Who used to do that? Who used to wear that black smoky eye all the time that was a singer? Who did that? Look right there. If you have a hood, watch it right there. Lift it up. See that little gap that was there because I didn't lift up? Thank you, Jack and Chloe and everybody over there. I love smoky eyes too. If I had a choice, I would just wear a smoky eye at all times. I would wear a smoky green eye at all times. Thank you for the rose. Because it makes my eyes look pretty when I'm in green or something, All right, we're going to have to get a lighter color right here, but for right now, we got to do a little blending. I definitely want to put a light color right here. I was trying to do I was so cool. We're just going to do a monochrome. That's like when I say I'm going to do clean girl makeup. If y'all hear me say that, just know I'm never going to do clean girl. It's never going to happen. I'm going to say I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do it. It's going to come out full glam every time. Mick Jagger had smoky eyes, and who else? Mick Jagger. Was it it wasn't Mariah Carey. Who was that? That always had a black smoky eye. Pat Benatar. Oh, definitely. Pat Benatar had a black smoky eye. Oh, Sandra, you can work with what you got, make them look bigger. If your eyelids are too small, put less shadow. And you can definitely open them up. The number one thing is do what I do and leave that bare naked under eye right here. I don't do my under eye anymore because I don't have lashes, and I just don't like the effect that I get when I put makeup there. Sometimes you have to, Like a full black smoky eye, it would have to be there. Rihanna, oh, Rihanna, smoky eyes for sure. Who was, it was somebody with blonde hair that always had that black, deep black smoky eye. Amy Winehouse, for sure. Yeah, Amy Winehouse. She had the dark, oh, I know. And Christina Aguilera. Amy Winehouse and Christina Aguilera. Amy Winehouse had the darkest and then the biggest wings, and then Christina had that super black shadow smoky eye at all times, and then a nude lip. I'm not mad at neither one of them. Avril Lavigne, yeah, I'm not mad at anybody wearing a smoky eye, especially in the daylight. Yes, it's the right thing to do. Smoky eye in the daylight, smoky eye at night. Alice Cooper. Everybody's name is, everybody had a smoky eye now that I think about it. They're letting me know everybody had a smoky eye. What's that other guy, like Marilyn Manson? If this thing, y'all, I just want you to know, I do have clothes under here, and I have got to get out of this dress immediately following this show. I am starting to learn that this season I'm not going to be able to wear any kind of strappy dresses. I don't know how I'm going to keep them on my shoulder. If y'all know any that'll stay up, let me know. I just don't have any shoulder. You know, when I got burned, like this side, my bra strap burned in, and you can like see it, right? Like it burned in. And then this side, it just burned everything away. It's gone. I guess crisscross straps. I had a bra from Fenty because I usually wear the Fenty bralettes, because they actually work for heavy chest, and they don't, and they stay up, or they used to. But every bra I've worn in the past, oh, Cher, yeah, Cher is smoky all over. Everything I've worn in the past month has fallen off my shoulder. And the crisscross, like the T-back, what is that called? The racer back? It felt like it was going to cut through my skin the other day. I don't know what's going on. Everything is always changing. I get discouraged by that. Thank you. I get discouraged by the way things just keep changing. And I get used to one thing, like as my new normal. When you get burned, they tell you, you know, this is your new normal, right? And I get used to something, and then it changes. I don't know if I want to leave that kind of smoky like that. I kind of like it. I kind of likes this. I kind of like where we ended up there, because I was going to, remember I was doing just a real easy monotone gray. Don't ever believe me. All right, it needs some cleanup. Clean up on aisle 7. Clean up on aisle 7. All right, clean up on aisle 7. Sponge. This is the sponge that I did my concealer with, and my powder. And, you know, have y'all tried makeup eraser, by the way? Makeup eraser? Makeup eraser? I've seen it, and I don't know if it's supposed to clean up your makeup while you're doing it, or if it's supposed to remove your makeup. Thank you. Clean up on aisle 7. The makeup eraser, does it, and does it clean up your makeup, or does it remove your makeup? Oh. Hey, Penny. Oh, so I could buy a clip and put on the back of my straps. I've been thinking about that. I'm sure I could find that on the A website. I'm sure I could find it. What are we going to do with the inner corner of this not monotone smoky eye? Of this not monotone gray eye? Well, we're going to bring the drama. Bring the action. Bring it up to the club. We're going to turn this up. Bring the action. Let's go. We're not going to do it. We are not going to do a monotone. I'm cleaning my brush, by the way. Thank you, Cybercom. Hey, Julian, I was worried about you. Thank you. I was worried about Julian. I'm going to put some clips. Let's bring the action. Silver shimmer. Okay, look, I cleaned my brushes in between here. We definitely need to get a silver shimmer. I don't think it's in this palette, and I'm not sure it's in this room. Y'all know not all my makeup is in this room. I got to get some shelf put up to put on my, oh yeah, see where this whole eye, we're going to do a lippy this color. If y'all are loving the nails, this whole eye is designed so I can do a lip that color. I don't know if I have a palette that's got silver, and if I don't, we're just going to use anything shimmery and either white or silvery. We're not going to mess it up. No, we are not. We are not messing it up. We're up in the club. Let's see. If anybody has a shimmer, it would be Miss McGrath. I have a lot of makeup. I do have the Wednesday palette, girl. It's over yonder. Look at that. Thick Madam Canvas is thinking exactly of the same palette. She's like, well, you do have the Wednesday palette. Hey, I was literally thinking the same thing, Renata. Thick Madam Canvas. That's why I said my makeup is in the other room. Isn't that funny? Because the Wednesday palette is by Hard Candy. And it's, near the undie stand. It's by Hard Candy, and it's in a collection. They sent me a PR box of it, and it's in the other room. So I was like, oh, I got it, but it's in the other room. Yeah. Pearly, pearly, pearly. I don't feel scared. I'm just going to do it. Bring the action. I'm going to turn it short. Pigment Packer's coming out along with Miss McGrath. Pigment Packer and Miss McGrath. So the Pigment Packer is the flat brush. Thank you for everybody that's watching everywhere. We're going to start right here because I'm not really sure I want to be in my inner corner. Okay. Oh, too high, too high. Bring the action. See how makeup is therapy? I was feeling, my necklace was a gift. The butterfly, I assume you mean. It came from Macy's. I did not buy it, but it was in a Macy's box. This is a beautiful palette. That Pemby palette is beautiful, but it's all mattes. This palette is Pat McGrath, and this is Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey. And if you're looking for a shimmer, it's in there. You know, it's in there. And this one is like a pearly white shimmer. And I'm putting it carefully because I don't really know where I want it. I got it up a little high, but I really think I want it down here. Playing the action. I'm going to turn this up. Whew, I'll be off tomorrow, y'all. Y'all are going to miss me. It's tax day. Y'all got your taxes done? I love that. I absolutely am obsessed that Thick Madam Canvas said, you have the Wednesday. That's exactly what I was thinking. I love you so much. Y'all got your taxes done? I don't. Mine are different, though. I just love it. I love that I have such a family here. You know, I mean, I have family. I don't have a lot of family of origin. I have y'all hear me talk about Travis. He's my cousin brother. He's a cousin, but grandma raised him after school every day. And so he's like a brother, right? And I have that, and then I have my family of creation right here. But I don't have a lot of, family of origin. So it's nice that social media, I would have never thought, as a 40-something-year-old woman, that social media was going to really link me and to people and bring me back into life, really. you know, because oh, that's a hot nippity mess, and bring me back into it because, you know, I just wasn't about social media at all. And it's just been such a thing. My grandma was an angel. Her birthday was April 11th, Thursday. I think it was Thursday. I can't remember what day. But Travis and I talked about it because she was kind of like both our mamas, you know. And then, of course, she was everybody's mother. On Sunday, like this, she would be making fried chicken, and she would always cook enough that everybody could come after church. You could come by and get a plate, like to go. She didn't care. She'd fry like 4 chickens. My son, Julian, is here. He came back. I don't know how he is. He's doing well. I mean, I don't know how he is. He's got some health things going on, and I just hope they're going to get better. So I've got to deal with, you know, I got a lot. I have had a lot on my mind lately. Yeah, it's like a white. It's like I was going for silver, but it's kind of a white. I'm just going to own it. But I need a lot of blending time here that I don't have. So I'm just going to make it work. But sometimes when y'all see me after the show, I've actually blended some more. By the time I start taking pictures, I've actually done more blending, but you only have so much time. Thank you. Okay, are my eyes even? No. Nope. Always an adventure, right? Yeah. Everything is an adventure. Fingers are a tool, y'all. When you're doing shadow, fingers are a tool. And your sponge is an eraser. Thank you, Connie. I wish I could get a better blend right here. We're going to see what we can do for a minute. And then we'll finish it up. Who did you lose 2 years ago? Thank you. Thank you, Connie. Y'all, they're sending cheer me up. Y'all are amazing. Everybody watching. I hope to build my following on every platform. I have a following everywhere except YouTube. I have a small following there. And I would like to have a big following because I want to make more videos about makeup because, you know, I wanted to know. I've been doing makeup my whole life, but I didn't know how to do makeup on my new face. And that was really scary. And I wanted to find tutorials about what, you know, like what foundation is good and things like that. I couldn't find it. So fortunately, I stumbled into making them myself. I was like, forget it. We'll just make some, you know? And once I figured out how to do it, then I decided I would make it because there were other people that were looking for the same information. And it really, it's really satisfying to do that, to have people comment and say, wow, I've been wondering how to do that, or I found you because I was looking up makeup for a burn survivor. Because the makeup I use is not specifically for burn survivors. I'm using, you know, just regular makeup. Hey, y'all. But I think just seeing the way that sometimes things go differently for me and what reasonable expectations are for the makeup matters. Thank you for joining the team. I think that matters because it's like, what should I expect? How good can it be? How, you know, where can I get? Is it worth my time? Those were all questions I had. Thank you, Kimmy. Those were all things I wondered. And it can get really good. I mean, it just depends, you know, when I'm just doing a regular day, I would be in brown eyeshadow. Brown, I'm all about the brown eyeshadow. And like a pink lip. It's kind of my normal. So I do that very well and I always look very pulled together in it. But different colors I find reflect differently off the texture and the, you know, the lines, the graphs. There's a lot more to consider than just the formula or the color, they can behave really, really differently. So I need to look. I got wonky eyes. Hold on. Wonky, wonky. My eyelids were recreated, if y'all are watching. They're actually made out of this is made out of my tummy. My eyelids and my lip from my stomach. I think because they needed the fat. When I first saw them, after the accident, the first time I saw them, they were very puffy. They had all the fat, you know? Shave one of my eyebrows. Shave her eyebrow. Shaving your eyebrows is not how you make your eyes bigger. But yeah, they had all this fat on them, and I thought, oh my gosh. I think that was part of the reason I threw that makeup out, because I was like, what in the world am I going to do with that? You know, what am I going to do with makeup? And my eyes, I mean, it was like two big pieces of, it looked like two big pieces of your stomach. But they're so good that they know that that fat is going to burn off. And it did. And that fat burned off, and it turned into these eyelids that people don't even know have been recreated. You know, when people are making fun of me and stuff, they don't realize even what they're looking at a lot of the times. They don't realize that they're looking at a recreated face. They think they're looking at bad plastic surgery. I promise you, I hear that all the time. You know, just poopy plastic surgery. Thank you. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. We gotta get this done. I've got on a new strapless bra for no reason, because this is falling off my shoulder. Like, y'all don't know what happens sometimes when like I'm done, the camera goes off and it's like, this eye is better than this one. Never be afraid. You can just change things. Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know that you used your sponge and cleaned that up. I could put concealer on it, but it would be an effort. Now, if I was getting ready to go out for a night on the town, I would use some concealer here. All right, I got to put on some eyeliner, and I'm going to use my cream eyeliner by Maybelline. Pardon me. Oh, I got to put this down lower. I clearly cannot reach it. I'm going to use my Tattoo Studio cream eyeliner pot. This is Jet Black by Maybelline. It's a very affordable cream liner. The reason I use cream liner is because my hand is numb. It is very, very, thank you, it's very challenging to use ink liner. And I've been using it for a couple of weeks, trying to like retrain my hand. In reality, an angled brush, or you can use a different brush. I'm going to use an angled winged liner brush, because I always do a wing. Angled brush and the Tattoo Studio. Don't put too much on it, right? This is more controllable for me than like an ink eyeliner pen. Ink really moves around. See how easy? And it's like a crayon instead of watercolors, you know? You've got a lot of control, and it makes a thick, smooth line. And even though my hand is not steady, this eyeliner doesn't know about that, right? Don't put too much on it. I promise you, this is good. If you're not good at getting a straight line, it's very forgiving. I think it looks intimidating sometimes to pick up a brush. Thank you. And instead of just a eyeliner pen. But eyeliner pens give me the dickens, really. It's always bumpy. Now, is it blacker? Yes. Can you take your eyeliner pen and go over the top of the cream if you're really trying to get a super dramatic black wing. You know what I mean, that super wet look, vinyl-y black liner. Yep, just go right over it. And once you've got it down, it is a lot easier. Also, Tarte, you can use a pencil. If you're not comfortable with the brush, Tarte Double Take. I've got that in my shops also. TikTok shop, everywhere. Tarte Double Take, and on Amazon. So one end is a cream or like a gel eyeliner pencil, and the other end is ink. And the reason for that is you can do your liner across your lid with the gel and get this real easily applied perfect line. And then you can do the wing with the ink, and you get the really super dramatic wing. I love this look right here. I love that. And it suits so much easier for me. Then we're going to get big lashes, because big lashes fix everything. If it looks good now, it looks better with big lashes. See? You get your, look how it's evolving. We still got to put something in here, and I got to figure out the blend right here. It's much higher over here. Did it come with practice? I guess it did, because, but the thing is, I used to use a cream liner by MAC long before I got burned. I would use MAC, I can't remember what it was called. I'm sure they still make it. I would use the MAC cream eyeliner long before I was burned, because it just looked pretty, and I love like a thick eyeliner aesthetic. I'm never really trying to get it very thin, you know? Oh, the powder, what was it? Is it powder eye? Oh, what? The creamy, like creamy liner? You use like a gel or a cream? Where are you taking Grady? To the park? He wants to go to the park. Grady is going to the park. We're going to walk at the park. I'm going to change my dress. I'm putting on all this makeup to be with y'all, and just to show that it can be done and encourage people who might not have felt like getting up today or getting a shower or being seen or whatever, because I've been there and I still get there. But ultimately, I'm going to change my dress, put on some walking shoes, and get some fresh air and be sure to look at yourself evenly, not down. Hold your head up when you're doing your liner. I've started taking Grady to walk at the park because I need to exercise and I'm trying to lose weight, you know. And I have a gym in my basement, but I don't go there. So when it's Grady, I will do it. You know, when it's my dog needing something, I will get out and get up and do it. You know, like my dog or my kids, I'll get it done. Me, nah, right? So I'm going to change my clothes, put on some shoes for walking. We don't walk that long. I physically can't walk that long, but it's more than I walked yesterday, you know? See, some days you might not want to get out of bed. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your son. That's my biggest fear, is losing a child. Yeah, I walk past my gym every day. Actually, I haven't been down there. I'm not sure what's going on. I have an Olympic weight bench. I have a gym. I have a recumbent bike and a elliptical and some kind of Bowflex stair stepper torture device that I used like twice and decided that hurt way too much. The treadmill's nice, but like walking with my dog has so much solitude to it. There's nobody. Even I don't pay attention to anybody, even if people stare or anything. You know, it doesn't matter. When I'm walking Grady, I'm just walking. Thank you, Silver Weaver. Just walking. Or even when we're at the park, I don't worry about it. So it's that peaceful aspect of it that I look for. And then I need the exercise, definitely. So the treadmill's nice to get the steps in, but the the fresh air and my pup is peace. It's so much more. Going to the park. Going to the park. I want to go to Sephora. I need to figure out a way to take everybody. Go with me. Mitzi said she'd go with me for sure, because I'm scared, y'all. It sounds silly, I know, but I'm scared. Because there's going to be questions. When I'm walking around Sephora, like a beauty expert in there, there's going to be questions. I haven't been as a burn survivor. And I don't mind, but I don't want to go alone. Even when I go to the park, people ask questions, you know? And it's not like, I can always say, no, I don't want to talk about it, but I just want to go and buy makeup, I just want to go shopping. I tend not to shop in person, and I'm really, really thinking about that lately. Because at first I couldn't really shop that much in person because of COVID. I got burned in 2018, so COVID was a thing. Doesn't this liner go on great? Ugh. This is Maybelline Tattoo Studio. Before I finish talking, I used to use Anastasia. Anastasia cost about $10 more. And actually, I believe the Maybelline is a little bit blacker. And I used the Anastasia for years. It's really nice. It goes on well. But this Maybelline is only about $8, and it's much blacker than Anastasia. Okay, we got a little hot mess over here, but we'll figure it out. We're going to put on some lashes, get it done. Y'all will find that I've been trying to stay on schedule for things lately, and I don't have good time management. Oh, thank you, Anna. Somebody said they're encouraged. I want y'all to be encouraged. If you don't feel like getting up today, I hope you feel like it after you see the communities talking, and just know that a lot of us didn't feel like getting up today. You're not alone. That's the main thing. I think no matter how we're feeling, it's just important to know that we're not alone in that feeling. Like when I'm feeling scared to go to Sephora, and I know everybody in here would say, yep, stream it, we got you, That kind of support is invaluable. Because I don't want to go be asked a million times, oh, if you don't mind what happened, oh, you're so brave. For what? Showing like my hideous face in public. That's what it reads when you're like on my end of it. It's like, I get it. It's not an insult. I understand. But also it says you're like, wow, I don't think if I looked like you, I don't think I could show my face. And it's a lot. And I try not to read it that way. But it kind of is that way. Try not to read it that way because that's not the intent with which it's said. But it does mean if I had a face like that, I don't think I could show it in public. That's hard. That's hard. So Sephora is going to be a thing. Thank you, Wanda. Oh yeah. Were you here yesterday? You said someone just said their son was made fun of because of the way he looked after being burned. It does matter though. It shouldn't matter, but it does. Because it's like, you don't let it bother you. You don't let it steal your joy, what people say. You don't let it steal your joy. However, we are so human, and some of the things are cruel and just ugly. And no matter how much you don't want to think about it, and they're just messed up individuals or whatever it is, you still lay down at night and I always say to people, even though it doesn't bother me, it doesn't mean that it's not the last thing that it might not be the last thing I think about before I fall asleep that night. And that's true for everyone. It's just our nature. So you can always know, like, they're messed up. I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. Positive feed. But when you're told something, when you're constantly laughed at, especially I worry about the kids, I really, really worry about the kids that are constantly, when they're bullied, because that's what it is. People think it's okay because you look different, right? Oh, you look different. Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. Right. Oh, it's so funny. I've got some mink lashes today. I'm trying to pick a pair. These are by Pretty AF Cosmetics. And I've got 6 different pairs. I usually default to my big glam pair. They're re-wearable at Pretty AF Cosmetics. They're on every platform too. Pretty AF Cosmetics. You go directly to them. They gifted these to me. I don't sell them, but they were kind enough to gift them because I wear lashes every day. And a good mink lash is invaluable, even though I do wear a lot of disposable ones. But yeah, people think it's okay. Like, Janet Jackson, if it's funny, then it's okay. And a lot of times people will say, and I the same, will say like, oh, you just ignore it. They're just ignore it. But if a person who is normative, we're going to use this pair. This pair is called Rich. Rich, Rich, Rich. I'm going to put some glue on it and lay it down on my vanity while I do the rest of my makeup, and then we're going to stick the lashes on and call it a day. Stick a fork in it, we'll be done. If you don't do lashes, pay attention to what I'm doing. If you're intimidated by them or think you can't do them, watch. But yeah, people always say like, okay, it's like, let it go, whatever. They're just, there's whatever. But if you see someone who doesn't have a difference being bullied, being made fun of badly, being called names or going to school, and whatever's going on and being made fun of, then we're like, oh, I gotta do something about that bullying. Because they're normative. So we can't process like, oh, we can't be making fun of that person who doesn't have anything wrong with them. That's bullying. Still bullying if there's something wrong or different, because, a lot of times it's, oh, you got freckles, we're making fun of you. Oh, you're brown, you're white, you're heavy. And those things we take issue with. We got to take issue with this too. I'm using some Duo Lash Glue. And these are the mink lashes by Pretty AF Cosmetics. You can look them up. I know they're on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. She has a platform. And this pair is called Rich. I'm putting the glue on it, some Duo fast drying lash glue, and laying it down. I'm only using the Duo glue because I'm out of Cardani. It is my preference. But the key to putting on lashes is just put them on and put the glue on it, lay it down. The glue has to get tacky. And if the glue is tacky, it will easily go on. Oh, track glue. Is it easy to get off? I don't have lashes, so I wonder how difficult it is for y'all to get it off when you have lashes. Because see how much glue I use? I mean, I'm going at it. I don't have anything for these lashes to rest on. And when I put my lashes on, they stay all day. Hey, hey, happy to meet you. Like liquid rubber. Yep. Wow. Those are on. But yeah, so it's like, it is bullying. It's not okay. And it's hurtful. And I worry about it for our youngsters or for people, even if they're not young, for people who, it was hard for me when I was staying in the house. I mean, it was 2.5 years. that I would only go to the doctor or surgery. And even to do that, I would put on makeup. And that was a lot. Let's put on some, that's pomegranate. I thought I was putting on watermelon. Pomegranate Dewy Glossy Blush by Ciate London. This stuff has hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid makes your cheeks plump. It's the same skincare that I use to help smooth and plump my skin. And so it'll plump up your cheeks, right? Or plump up wherever you put it. When you're using makeup that has skincare in it, you are plumping up that area. So if you have some fine lines, using a blush like this will really, really fluff up. That's a little darker than I was going for today, so we're just going to put it on, then blend it in a little. I meant to be using watermelon. Pomegranate is like my go-to though. This blush looks good on everybody. Where's Jay Jr.? How's it going in there, Jay Jr.? I haven't seen how hard you're hanging at it. Yeah, we just gotta, just gotta say enough. It's sometimes, you know what it's like that I've been thinking about lately? It's like the burden is on me to like rise above what people are saying instead of it being on them to change and not say these things or be that way. And that's just like when the burden that we put on women is like, well, make sure you don't wear this and don't wear that. And make sure you don't bother those men. Thank you, Sylvie. Make sure you do something about that so you're not putting yourself in harm's way. No. Stop hurting people. Stop. That's the wrong person. You're talking to the wrong people. So I don't know how to change it, but I'm hoping that just by constantly showing my face and other people, that I know that lots of people are doing makeup and social media and all kinds of things with burns and facial differences now. And they're making a difference. I'm just hoping that it becomes the norm and it becomes not okay to make fun of it. I'm glad it's your favorite channel. I love everybody watching today. Jay Jr. Oh, I forgot my lashes. I'm over here singing Kumbaya. And I got some lashes that need to go on. You see how long my lash has been setting. Now I have that Duo lash glue is fast drying. And I put a lot of it on there though. I just spray anything I have, water, whatever, on my tweezers so they don't get stuck to the glue. This might be too dry because it's fast drying glue. I might have to put more glue on it. We'll see. So when you let the glue get tacky, then you can work with the lash. It just sticks. It's so easy. Did you say you put your lashes on with wood glue? Do not put wood glue on your eye. That cracks me up. Though, I bet if I ran out of lash glue and I needed to go out, I'd find a way. I would definitely use that track glue. I've got some like lace glue. I'd be afraid because I don't have lashes. I don't want it to get in my eye. See how easy it is to put your lash on if you just let the glue get tacky, right? See, lashes are easy. Lashes are easy. I don't know if I want the bright pink lip. Y'all are going to be so upset with me. I'm going to put it on, but I'm not committed to the look. I prefer a soft pink lip here, but I do need to try this lipstick. All right? So you can put on with the tweezer and then just tap it down. And they just stick so easily, right? Thank you. They stick super easily if you let the glue get tacky. If it doesn't stick like this, right out the bat, then the glue's not ready. Just put it back down and wait, you know? Put it back down and wait until it sticks. But once it's sticky like this, make sure you're focusing on where you're placing it. You know, once it sticks, you don't want to have to move it too much. It's not a big problem if you do move it, but you have to redo your liner. Those are pretty lashes. That is Rich by, hey Clover Fairy, that is Rich mink lashes, so they're re-wearable. Rich mink lashes by Pretty AF Cosmetics. Oh, they are on there. The Duo Lash Glue works great. For y'all, you would put much less on. It's supposed to dry. Thank you, Silver Weaver. It's supposed to dry in like 60 seconds, but not if you put big gobs of it on there like I do. I'm going to definitely lay low on blush. You don't want a strong eye and a strong blush and a strong lip. You can't have all that. I mean, you can have it, but no. You can have it in other world, but not here in my world. You may not have it. It depends on what you're doing. If you're going to something or trying to execute a certain look, then yeah, you can have it. But like in my day-to-day makeup, I never ever want all those things together. Like bright blush, bright eye, bright things. I just don't want it. My eyes are looking good right now, and I'm about to pull the attention away with this lipstick, but I'm going to do it just because I want to wear it so bad. Not because I find it advisable. I'm also going to take kind of a muted brown lip liner. I'm not using my regular lip liner. This one is BFF3 by ColourPop. Drewski! We gonna do that bright pink lip. I'm telling you, I don't know. I love y'all enough to do a bright pink lip. So I draw my lip on every day because my top lip isn't a lip. Thank you, Lucretia. So I'm going to give it shape, even though it's not at all about the lip liner today. Because I'm doing this vinyl ink lip, so I don't need it. Thank you, Lakeisha and Nick. Thank you, everybody, for your stars and your gifts. I can't even keep up with it. I can't see everything. Thank you, Lakeisha is gifting. It's so, I would have never thought. One of the main things that I was worried about, or not worried about, that I thought. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. We about to slay the pink, Drewski. I don't know. I was worried I would never do anything worthy of another $1. That I was just going to be like on my couch forever, which, I mean, I could have been okay. I could have done charity work. That's kind of what I was doing, thinking of doing. I have a nonprofit that I'm slowly in the background building right now. I have the Burn Beauty Foundation. I wasn't really sure what direction I wanted it to go. But now I know. I want it to be about image and things that are important that maybe other nonprofits don't focus on. Is vanity, but it's not vanity. It's self-belief and self-image. Anyway, I thought I would never do anything worthy of another $1, and it bothered me, and I've worked ever since I was 15, maybe 14, I can't remember. I know I had to get a work permit, so I wasn't old enough to just automatically work. I had to get a work permit, and I wanted it because Grandma and Grandpa We're on a fixed income, and I didn't think they should have to be buying my lunches, paying for my lunches and everything. Thank you, Sandra. Somebody just said I've changed a lot since she first saw me. And, I didn't think they should, look at that. I didn't think they should have to pay for things. So I got a job. And so it's been an important part of my life. I've worked, I took 3 months off when I had my daughter. Because I had my son, they're 19 months apart. So I had a toddler and a newborn. But when she was 3 months old, I went back to work, and I've worked ever since. Whether, I haven't always worked for other people, but been in business or working as a paralegal or a realtor ever since. And it felt like a loss, It felt like a loss to think, what am I going to do? Because I was 45. Thank you, Nick. Drewski got to come on do some, Drewski wants to come on and do some comedy. We got to get into that. We got to get into different shows before I wear myself out with this makeup. Okay, what do y'all think? Those lashes are pretty, right? Vinyl ink. We did this yesterday. It's by Maybelline. I put it on in coats. We're almost done. It is 6:08. I didn't realize it. Oh, it's so pink. It's not like I didn't know it was pink. Oh, Lord. It's so pink. It's so pink. It's so pink. So I love this pink. I don't know that I love it with the smoky eye. But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it with self-belief. Put it on in layers. It goes on kind of smooth. You got to shake it up. Any kind of vinyl, shake it up for 5 seconds. And shake it up for 5 seconds. And then put it on in coats like fingernail polish. And the thing about vinyl is that it looks like vinyl, but it wears like a stain. So it looks gloss. It doesn't look glossy, but it looks glossier. We'll come in for the liner in a minute. On the next coat, we're going to focus more on the edges. So the next coat, we're going to get rid of the brown. Keep the fade. That is a lot of makeup. That is some makeup. I've got my Tarte Fake Away. Oh, it's not. It is on. It's a lot for the park. It's a lot for a walk in the park. People always look at me like I'm crazy when I walk into the park and I'm in especially if I'm really dressed and in the makeup. People have told me you're the best dressed person I've ever seen at a dog park. You're always the best dressed, because they don't know what I do, they don't know that I've been sitting here talking for hours doing makeup. They just think I show up that way, which I think is kind of fabulous. I'm not mad at it. Okay, that Fake Awake. Ooh, it is so much on me. It is so extra on me. Got to blend it. Other end, blend it in. Everybody's like, it's never too much, Rocket. The Fake Awake goes on your waterline. And it looks so different on me because I have no lashes. But I still wear it. And I love it. Fake Awake makes your eyes look open and brighter. And this is a nude color. You can get it in white. So the doe eye look that you get when you back up from it. It's like, look, you're so bright and open. Isn't this amazing? This is Tarte Fake Awake. Y'all, if it looks like this on me, think about what it's looking like on you. I've got all this redness under my eyes. Eyeliner doesn't stick. It's a whole thing for me to wear a white liner. I'm going to put on my little bob, but it needs work. I washed it and it has not been flat ironed. If y'all know me, I always style my wigs on my head. I am terrible at hairstyling, and I do it on my head, just like it's my real hair. So it's going to have to get done on my head. I do have a fake, wait a minute, something went bad there. I do have a fake wig head, or whatever you call it, wig styling head, but I'm just not good at it. I put them on, run my hot comb through it, or my hot brush, or this comb that I have from Love Me Hair. I'm going to show y'all. I'm trying to finish the look because there's people all around the world waiting to go to bed. And my shows have gotten progressive, systemically longer over the past few weeks. What'd Sylvie say? You love it? Let me put another coat on before I wrangle this wig. Diamond G. Taylor, huh? Oh, thank you, Sandra. Only 7 people watching. How do we get more people watching on Facebook and all the platforms? Because this is great. Everybody on TikTok is helping, and like I have a family here, and everybody's reaching out, and helping, and it seems to be changing the whole attitude of everything, right? Changing the whole attitude of everything. And it's definitely relieving my stress because no matter what happens, I have my community on TikTok. And then I have my community that I've had for years and years on Facebook. And the only reason I'm not streaming Instagram is because they have a 1-hour time limit on there. I'm streaming from a streaming platform right now. And I did ask them, y'all share. Did everybody share the stream 5 times? Share the live 5 times. What happened is last night, a lot of y'all was watching thinking it was live. And hey, thank you, Casey. A lot of people were watching on Facebook last night, the replay. Because I saw it. I saw a lot of messages where people were doing the check-in and stuff. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I got to make sure that people know that it's a recording of the live. Yep. When you look good, you feel good. Let me see if I can get this wig on my head, though. Please go on my head. I've got my hot comb ready. I've got a ionic hot comb by Love Me Hair. And I'm not going to do the whole thing on here with y'all. Look, it's pulling my thing back. What is happening? I can put on a wig like a boss. I washed it. Can your wig shrink when you wash it? Or do I just have it flipped over wrong? I think I just have it flipped over wrong. It doesn't help that I have a whole ponytail on the back of my head either. Because I can't do cornrows. There we go. I got it in. I can't do cornrows. And even if I could do cornrows, there's no way I could do them with my fingers the way they are now. Don't have a lot of agility. The lace is lacing. Okay, so I know. Everybody calm down. I just washed, well, I didn't just wash it, but I washed it. Oh, it is shiny. Look, I'm just going to do it. I'm doing the front so I can get a final look. You know how the news anchor is wearing is not wearing pants under the under their desk, but you wouldn't know it. I'm just gonna style the front of this wig because y'all ain't finna see the back. All right, it's a hot mess. I'm gonna have to get a flat iron. I love this thing. It's not hot yet. Y'all have one of these? It's by Love Me Hair, and it's this like anti-scald hot comb. So it's actually hot. Yep, it's actually hot. And look, but it's super hot. And it does a good job, but I need some time. See? It can really do it. It's hot. It's so pretty. I wish I could style a wig before I put it on my head, but I am terrible with hair. I was hesitant to even wash my wig because it would mean having to do this, but you can't have a dirty wig. You know, I just can't have it. I had a scalp infection that was really bad um, when I was in the hospital, and it actually almost killed me. This is Love Me hair. And now the thing about it is I washed it and I put some of that cream of nature. No, what is it called? Something of nature. Hair, like, oh God, my mind. I want y'all to know that I think it's shiny because of the oil I use. It's really lightweight and it's something of nature. I've tagged it on my platforms before. Yeah, cream of nature. Cream of nature. Argan oil from Morocco. So I wash it with this shampoo that I get on the A Word, and then on Amazon. And then I've got it tagged on my Amazon, the shampoo, just for human hair wigs. You wash it, soak it, right? You soak it in the conditioner. And then while it's wet, I put just a few spritz of this. It's super lightweight of the argan oil on there. Look at that. That is pretty. When I get done, that's prettier than it was when I got it. Once I get done fixing it, that is super shiny. I don't think it was this shiny when I first got it. And it was pretty for sure, but it wasn't that shiny. So, all right, we're going to be done. Everybody's got to go. It's late. Yeah, this hot comb is amazing. I am so scared of burning myself with stuff. Now, I have learned to use like curling wands that where you wrap the hair around it and do all that. And I've learned to use that pretty well without burning myself. But at first, I couldn't use a flat iron or a hot comb or anything um, because I was so scared of burning myself. My eyeshadow today is by Plain and Makeup by Yolando. Plain and Makeup by Yolando Artistry Unleashed palette. And then I have a little bit of glimmer from Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette. The glimmer is from that. The shimmer, I mean. I got to get a flat iron. It's not going to work out. I got to flat iron this bad boy. Let's spray it and forget it. Spray it and forget it. Y'all get the idea. e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Spray. I'm not even highlighting today because I got so much going on with the lipstick and the eyeshadow. I don't know if you've ever seen me not put on a highlighter. Power Grip Setting Spray by e.l.f. You can prime with it or you can set with it because it's the same power grip that is in their primer. And this is new. It's in the TikTok shop. It's in my LTK shop. You buy it directly from e.l.f. right now. Thank you, Sylvie. And it is a really good setting spray. It's a fine mist. I'm really happy with it. It's also a dewy finish, which is super important to me. I love dewy finish setting spray. So the e.l.f. Dewy Power Grip is awesome. Whew. My wig is lit if I get it styled. Y'all tune in. I post a picture every day and then I post all the products. Thank you, Renee. I post all the products that I've used in a picture so that you can shop it on Amazon or I really don't post it. You really can't shop it here on this platform. It'll suppress. You won't get the info. So I post it on another platform that's in my links called LTK. And for all y'all over there, you've got a link for it to click. And every day I post the products that I use there. Because a lot of times people will message you and say, like, where did you get it? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get it? And I love it. Thank you, Hannah. And it's great, but I can't answer them all. So sometimes it's like you want to know something today, and I don't see the message until 3 weeks from now, because I really do get that many messages. So it's better to follow me on those platforms where I'm posting the look, and then you always know. Grady, I know I'm late, honey, but I'm coming. You could push the door in. Not in, but you know what I mean. You could come in. Mommy's doing her hair. This hot comb is excellent. I'm going to finish my hair with it too. Oh, look, if you hold it longer. When was y'all going to tell me that? If you don't go as fast. All my bracelets are Amazon except the diamond ones. Everything else is just silver, and they're on the Amazon storefront. I've tagged them all. They're like, I can't remember the brand that makes them. They're good, pretty sterling silver. All right, so there is diversity in beauty. There's no one way to be beautiful or be a makeup artist or a beauty influencer or anything. What's 4 and 4? What is 4 and 4? What is 4 and 4? Tell me. What's 4 and 4? 8. 8. Oh, it cheers me up. Oh, that wig is wigging. That is pretty. When I finish, that is prettier than it was when I got it. It is soft. It smells so good. I feel like this should be a perfume. It smells so good. I can't describe it. Cream of Nature Argan Oil. I buy it on Amazon. It's in my Amazon shop. This hot comb is in my LTK shop from Love Me Hair. And look, I don't burn myself, and that's what's important to me. I can't burn myself with it. Now, you still got to be careful. You wouldn't lay it down on a towel or something, and, you know, you still got to be careful with it, but it doesn't burn your fingers, even though it's smoking hot. I am off tomorrow. I thank everybody. Thank you, Sandra. Everybody who watched. If you watched on any other platform, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please definitely share, comment. Trying to make a whole movement. We got to have a movement everywhere. Yeah, this is human hair. I'm using this on human hair, and you can use it on your natural hair. This is by Love Me Hair. I think these are like $40. But get it on the only thing I ask of y'all is when you're shopping this stuff, shop it through the Amazon or the LTK. And you can follow those stores, not just go there and watch it, just follow it so you get a notification. That's important. And for here with the live streams, it's very important that you just come look every day at 3 o'clock, except for Monday and Wednesday, because you're not going to get notifications always. You're just not. Oh, that's so pretty. Can y'all wait to see the finished result? Tune in. Follow me on LTK. This will be on LTK and Amazon. No, it might not be on Amazon. Maybe it will be because I got the Maybelline there. I don't tag it on Amazon unless the product is from Amazon and the lipstick is. So I'll put the look there. But the other stuff is going to be tagged on LTK because like this doesn't come from Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love y'all. I got to go. I'm exhausted. Jay is like, we're waiting. Y'all don't want me to go. Jay's like, oh, we're waiting. I love y'all being here. So definitely, what are you going to do? Look for me at 3 o'clock every day on the platforms. Every day except Monday and Wednesday. Because you're not going to get notifications. And definitely, I hope a whole bunch of y'all followed. I forgot to ask y'all to follow today. You did 300,000 likes, and I forgot to ask. I can't thank you enough for that. That is what helps the community grow. Thank you. Remember that representation matters. No, representation matters. If you see people that are different or that are like you and their differences doing things that you want to do and not being a villain or somebody you feel sorry for, thank you, Lisa, then you learn that you can do that too. You learn that you can do it too. And I want y'all to remember that. There's no standard. It's just like going to the gym. You don't have to lose weight before you go to the gym, right? You don't have to be perfect before you show your face. Don't let anybody tell you that if you, well, if you don't want me to ask questions, then don't show your face. Not today. Thank you, Crystal. Like, follow, share. Everybody. Like, follow, share. Read it. It's in the comments. Like, follow, share. Like, follow, share. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. I hope you follow and come back. We do different looks and different talks every day. I feel cute. I'm going to put on some sweats and go take a walk. Y'all were right about the pink lip. What y'all think? 8. I'm distressed. I'm over it. My kids are grown. But yeah, don't let anybody tell you that you owe them something. Oh, well, then don't you? If you didn't want me to ask, then why are you here? You can take up space without explanation. You can be on social media without being a model. You can do anything you want. I will. Thank you, Crystal. See you later. We are out. I'm 30 minutes over, like I have been for 3 weeks, and I'm going to go. Tune in Tuesday, live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Grady's coming through the other room. All right. He's not, but he won't come in. Tune in. Hey, Tuesday, live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do another beat, another talk. I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. I love y'all, and thank you. Whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Good night, everybody. Bye. Thank you all for watching. Pose quick for camera. Oh, you really wanted me to pose? Okay. Hold on, Sonia. How do you want me to pose? Like that. Sandra's an artist. Are you going to draw me? That'd be awesome. All right. Love you, Wanda. Love you all for watching. I got to get this dress off. It's about to fall off anyway. And go for a walk. I love you all. I'll see you live Tuesday at 3 p.m. The replays are available. Feel free to share them on these platforms. Love y'all. And whatever you're going through, this too shall pass.